a fuck about?
That's a rum, isn't it?
Oliver, sorry, Oliver has violently exploded and it took out the computer.
He EMP'd himself.
He EMP'd himself.
What happened was Danny knocked 2 bones together. And
But the wrong bones.
We were knocking bones.
He didn't do the that.
Who's still in here? Who survived the explosion of the computer?
are you there, boy?
Oh, you're hey, anyone there?
Chat, can you hear me?
Chat, if you're here, make yourselves known.
It might be worth just putting something in there to
Ouija board.
refresh the stream.
Chat, I have your potato. Tears for the flash wound. Well, Van Bubblegum's in here. Hello, everyone. Sorry we've been ignoring you if you came in after we introduced it. We were actually recording that to put out as a podcast.
And then obviously the computer just
The
blue-screened
computer
and reset
decided
itself.
that it blue screened, reset itself, and we've now lost the record. So
But at least you'll have the VOD audio you could download.
we will still have the VOD audio, hopefully, yes. Oliver's had to dip out for a personal reason. He will probably be back shortly.
I'm enjoying this, though. This is quite a fun little story, fun little game. I'm not sure where the stream kind of went funny for the viewers, but we just got to a point where we're just trying to suss out our first steps getting onto the boat and stuff.
We started our plan to steal this item from the boat. And
That's it.
We'd gotten to the boat. We were climbing up the boat. And
You were climbing up the boat.
and surveying the portholes.
Yes, you were doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So we're going to take this time while we figure out if Oliver's coming back or not to chat some shit. I'm going for a wee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see how it is. You start the stream again. You're like, we're going to chat. Goodbye.
These guys are going to chat shit for you.
So how are you finding the game itself at the moment?
Yeah, so I think if I had a bit more time to learn what some of the terminology is, and
It's a lot.
but as a complete noob to this kind of thing, it is quite easy to follow, I guess, with people like yourselves who are a bit more experienced. But I like the fact it's a bit more like jazzy than normal.
Yeah,
role,
it's less
role
rules
based.
heavy, really, because you can ignore all the bits you don't want to do for the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
part. But like for the most part, because like I said before, it's fiction first. You can you just say what you want to do.
Right, that's it. That's like before when I've come here, it's kind of been like I will just say like, "Can I do this?" And it's been like, "Oh, we can't. We'll have to shoehorn it in." But with this,
Yeah.
it does very much seem like at any time you can be like, "I've got an idea. Let's try and do it." And it seems to
like
work.
stupid is fun in this game because it's like you're probably going to fail anyways, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
But there's a bit in the manual that's just like, this is a collaborative game. You are building a world together. Build your characters as you go because of the stupid shit that you're doing.
yeah.
And there is a thing that says, don't be a weasel if you're
Oh,
a
right.
player. And it's just like, if you say what you want to do and you go, but I've got all my points in this, so I want to roll this. And you're like, it's not really what you described, though. Just roll the thing, because it doesn't matter. Like,
What
you're
was it you
probably
said
gonna
earlier?
fail.
Like the
Drive it like you stole.
yeah, I love that reference.
Because
It's
it's
like our characters
live
are
fast, die
cars.
young. You're like they're scoundrels, they're criminals living by the wit of the seat of their pants. Like you kind of just have to do what you're going to try and do and fail. Because like failing is also just kind of fun in this as well. Because it's
So the kind of jazziness, as we're saying, of like being able to just kind of wing it a bit. If you're playing a longer form campaign of this, would you be able to be as jazzy with it?
Yeah. Because to be honest, it's like you have to spend your downtime like trying to either de-stress or get, like do other things and stuff.
We've
like
not
that.
really had any of that yet, have we?
No, that comes after a score. So realistically, like you get like entanglements and heat and things like that. So
Right.
it's like, oh, you killed someone, so the Rozzers are onto you.
Sure.
And then you're like, you can either spend some time trying to get them off of your tail, or you're trying to like indulge your vices to like de-stress.
Yeah.
Or you can do it. I think you can spend XP to like level up your stuff instead and stuff like that. So there's stuff you can do, because I think you can take 2 downtime activities normally.
Very nice.
And you can like pin it on somebody else and stuff like that. But
Yeah, because when we were playing, my character ended up with a harm.
trauma,
'Cause
yeah.
I had to put a
Harm
lot
is
of-
like stuff that happens to you, like broken leg or whatever.
Right.
Which you can see on your sheet, like a level 1 harm means you have less effect. A level 2 harm means you take 1 dice less.
Right.
And a level 3 harm means you need help to do anything. So, like, position and effect are, like, what affect your roll. So, now that we're in a score, if you were like, I want to punch this guy, you're like, okay, that's risky, but it's standard effect, because if you want to punch him, you can punch him.
Yeah.
Because it's only you and him. But if it was like, there's 10 people in this room, and you go, I want to knock that guy out, this is like, the likelihood of you doing that is going to be way less, and it's going to be way more risky. So it's like, it's a desperate situation, and you're going to have limited effect because, you might be able to get to one particular guy, but you've got 9 other guys barreling down on you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so if you're injured, you're less likely to be able to be effective.
I was going to say, are there any like debuffs for when that stuff happens?
Yeah.
Like...
So say, for example, I'll jump off this building to escape, and you're like, okay, but you played some synthwave instead.
Sorry, I was just looking for a Wipeout playlist to slap on in the background while we were chatting shit.
So, for example, you try to jump off a building to escape, or like jump to another building, and you fail, you roll your ankle.
Yeah.
That means if you would have a level 1 harm rolled ankle, less effect. So like now trying to jump to the next building, it's going to be harder to do because you've got a rolled ankle.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy. I like stuff like that. It is really fun.
Yeah. And then you're out of the score if your stress boxes fill up, and that's when you get a trauma. So that's when you get like knocked out from the score, or you get like left behind or whatever. You can still play the character, just that score's out, you're out, and then you've got your downtime.
And on the sheet here, I'll show it to the camera in a second so they know what I'm talking about. Can you explain to me what like these bits are for like harm and
so
like
that's what I was just
healing?
Discussing. The harm is
I'll show the camera just quickly so they know.
Yeah. So the harm is like if you do, so like get injured, like roll an ankle or get electrocuted or whatever. And they go up in levels, so I think you can only have 1 in each box.
Okay.
So you can have 2 level 1 harms, and then the next one would have to be a level 2.
And the healing clock is similar to what Danny did with the ghost we had, where you basically just have to fill up the segments.
Everything long-term or like that doesn't happen immediately happens in clock segments.
Cool.
And you can choose how big a clock it is, but a healing
I like a big clock.
Healing is one of the... I've heard that. The healing is another downtime activity you can do. You can go like to a physica or whatever and try and get healed.
Yeah.
And you have to fill it up, and then you can remove a harm.
Right.
But yeah, so it's basically like you can never be like fully on form. After a score, you're always going to have stress to manage or an injury or something, and you have to just like power through it until you can't anymore.
Yeah.
So it is just like, how far forward can you
fail?
fail?
Because it can get a bit death spirally if you kind of end up in a position where every roll is a negative because of how wounded you are and shit like that.
But I mean, that's just how it would work if you were on the run after robbing a bank.
Yeah,
we have been weirdly lucky.
Shot twice, and you're like, well, it's not going great.
Got no time to recover.
We have been weirdly lucky with some of our rolls as well. Like in the start, my first 2 were both 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a 4. So, I mean, I can see how, like, it's amazing how different everything we've done might have been if all of those rolls were different.
Yeah.
Like, if both of my 6s were 1s, like when I tried to pickpocket that letter, we probably wouldn't be as close to getting on that ship yet.
No. But that was something. Any desperate roll, you put an XP in that thing.
Oh, yes,
in that
if you're in a
attribute.
desperate position, because you can trade. So the position and effect that you get on a dice roll go from is risky, standard, controlled, and then it's limited effect, standard effect, or great effect. You can take a worse position to get a greater effect,
so
or vice versa.
You can make your position more desperate to make you likely to succeed more or do more. So you can be like, oh, I need to get in this safe. I can spend the time trying to tinker it, and it's risky and standard.
Yeah.
Or I can take this bomb and slap it on there.
Which will have a lot of effect, but it's going to be a lot riskier.
Yeah,
right.
It's like,
Desperate.
that's a desperate position because you might blow yourself up, but you're much more likely to do a greater effect.
Yeah, exactly. So that you've got those trade-offs. There's also resist. I don't know if you talk about resisting.
I haven't yet.
No. So if something happens to you, something bad is going to happen to
any
you.
effect
Yep.
you can resist.
Mm-hmm.
Which we kind of went into. You know, you've got like insight, prowess, and resolve, which is like the main bands of where each of the dots are.
Yeah.
So, for example, you have a 2 resolve, a 1 prowess, and a 1 insight, because you've got 1 in each of those first boxes.
This is Blades in the Dark, nutsack.
So, for example, I have 3
There
in
is
prowess.
if you go to bladesinthedark.com, it's got all the rules on there if you want to go and have a look.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's pretty good. Everything's
it's a
on
John
D6s.
Harper one.
so-
I think it's Evil Hat, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Their systems are always really fun.
Yeah, they're all cool.
But yeah, so
There's a lot of this is because the system it's robust, don't get me wrong, but it's not heavyweight. A lot of the book is like world building.
you can choose to use as much as you want, and I like that a lot of the world building you do in game, and
Yeah.
it's always going to be different. Whoever you're like, whatever that campaign is, like, oh well, in our campaign you can't talk to ghosts, you know, like whatever, or like, oh, in our campaign ghosts immediately kill you.
I thought ghosts immediately kill you if they touch you anyway.
I can't remember, to be perfectly
Okay.
honest. I know it's supposed to be that if you see a ghost, you're either paralyzed in fear or have to run away unless you resist it,
Okay.
unless you have one of the abilities from like the Whisper and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
I would say, given the situation where Oliver keeps summoning ghosts, you two are probably used to his shit by now. Probably
yeah.
not afraid of ghosts.
I ain't afraid of
I mean,
ghosts.
ghosts are quite a prevalent thing in this world, aren't they? I guess so.
Yeah.
Everyone would be slightly desensitized.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be in the city, if you know what I
Sure.
mean, because like the lightning barrier is supposed to keep them out. So it is still
Right.
like a big deal because they are scary, and like demons and stuff can cause like everyone to just die.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Talking about game systems and stuff, just a random left field question for you guys. Have you lot ever considered creating your own game or had ideas to come up with your own kind of thing?
What, in terms of a system?
Well, just like how this is a game, or like, you know, I was talking about Blood on the Clock Tower. Have you ever thought about coming up with your own, unique thing?
I feel like we kind of like half have bits and pieces before.
I think so, yeah, but it's a hard thing to do. It's like when you want to make a video game,
Yeah.
you don't build your engine from the ground up
Yeah.
unless you've got a very good reason to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd probably be more likely to make a setting for D&D.
Which I feel like we kind of have done in the past anyway.
We've
and I mean, like
come
the
so
podcast,
close to that anyway.
The podcast, Manahheim,
It
it's
exists.
basically
It's there.
Yeah, that is,
If you listen to the
True.
podcast, you've probably got enough of a basis to run a campaign in that setting.
And for the people in the chat who are from my stream and not yours, where can they listen to your podcast?
Anywhere good podcasts are found.
And what is it called?
It's called the Nerds.wav D&D podcast.
Is there a link you can put in chat?
there is normally a button.
Probably. Oh, actually, yeah, there is a
Exclamation mark podcast, maybe?
exclamation mark podcast. We don't really do that
I
anymore.
know. I'm just
I
kind
was
of
going to
trying
say,
to hype
because
you up.
we finished the campaign. So if you
Yeah.
want to listen to a completely
There you
finished
go.
D&D actual play podcast
Yep.
from start to finish in 149 episodes.
Oh, epic.
I just wish we got around 150, you know?
Yeah, especially when the lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
no,
that
I
is a
mean-
lot of commitment, man. Because I was doing
Yeah.
a podcast till recently, and we got to episode 101 and then stopped doing it. And I kind of like episode 100 was awesome because it's a nice round number. So I'm gutted we didn't go a little bit longer.
Yeah. I personally am really happy with myself because when we started and I plotted it out and we had a conversation about it.
Oh, yeah, beach episode.
Well, there's
Well, it
still
couldn't be an epilogue, could it?
No, but it could be a musical episode.
Oh, my God. No, did we do a musical episode?
No,
Like,
we-
we didn't
we-
mean
we-
to.
we-
but-
spoke
Like, do you
about
mean
it.
like a musical so everything was sung?
I really want to do
That
that.
would be
Yeah,
fucking
I'd be up for that.
I actually wrote
Oh,
a lot of
yes.
it already.
Dude,
Amazing.
I want to see like a role play kind of musical where it's sort of semi-improv.
The problem is, like, I love improv musicals anyway. There's some other podcasts, stuff I listen to that actually are that premise, and they're
Really?
so fucking good.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
We
I'll
do
tell you
that
what, Ross.
occasionally. We just burst into song and change the words to stuff, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like we'd struggle that much.
I think that would be
But,
a
yeah.
really fun premise.
It could be a riff on the theme, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to do that. The thing is, like, it would be less. You wouldn't be playing D&D. You wouldn't be playing a game. You'd just have to role play
Yeah,
something.
it would be,
Yeah.
it would
and
be
then
more just role playing.
Just make it dramatic.
Yeah.
But like, I would love that, especially because I was going to say I plotted it out. We had a conversation about how long we thought it was going to run, and I said about 150 episodes.
Yeah.
And we did 149, and I was like, you know what?
That'll do.
I paced it pretty fucking well.
Boom. Yeah.
Well done, man. That's great.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some stuff that I thought was going to take way longer, we did in like 10 minutes in an episode.
So building
and
up a
some
story
travel
over
stuff
that
is
long.
like 10 fucking
Our
episodes.
time in the city was very minimal.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, roughly 3 years of doing it?
Yeah.
I feel
There
like
must be some actual
We did-
emotional attachment to some
Yeah,
of that
we had
storyline then.
3 Halloween episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy because, like, obviously, you
there
know,
there are memories from the podcast that they're vivid enough that I was.
you think they're real life memories.
I wouldn't. Well, no, obviously, because it's things like, I remember when I was in the fucking mirror hallway fighting myself. Like,
But the thing is, that stuff's
Yeah.
lovely though.
they
isn't it?
are
'Cause-
vivid enough that I can actually picture the scene.
Yeah, man.
I'll be honest, there are some bits in there that I think are the best writing role playing that we've done
Yeah.
ever in like 30 years,
So
20 years of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
playing TTRPGs.
But I think that's also because we'd be a lot better at doing that if we had campaigns that we did play consistently
right.
right up until a high level to the end of the
Yeah.
campaign, because real life is a bitch. So when you're trying to get a group of people in a room to play D&D every week, some people can manage that,
Yeah.
and it's great, and they're the people that get really attached to their characters and
Yeah,
storylines
yeah.
and everything. But I think only because we did the podcast, we made a point of doing that.
Yeah.
So
I know in chat Van Bubblegum plays D&D. I don't know if you're still there at VBG, but like, is your one something that you do in person or online, and is it like a campaign that's been going for a while? Because I'm always interested, because like everyone I know I only know people who are like really into it. I've never met someone who's kind of just a
Yeah.
kind of really casual D&D
Yeah.
player. And it's because like after a while you do get that emotional attachment to the storylines and characters you're involved in.
Yeah.
I play in 2 current campaigns. That's awesome. Both online. Have they been
nice.
going for long?
Are they both D&D? Are they? What system are they?
I think D&D, she might have said before. One is newish, 1 month.
Filthy casual.
you are
filthy
definitely a filthy casual. You weren't into it until we did the Saltmarsh campaign, were you?
I don't know what 5e means.
5th edition.
5th edition.
Okay.
That was what the podcast was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Ish.
So is that just like
a riff on 5th edition?
as a complete noob, I'm going to guess 5th edition just means that's the newest rule set?
It was.
I mean, it's
There
not
is a new
anymore.
one
At the
now.
time, it would have
been-
Yeah.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
But that's what the editions are. Basically, they bring out
Yeah.
a new book, like, here's how you play it still.
Yeah, and they add more rules and like, oh, here's a cool new class you can play,
Okay.
or here's a new setting.
Just to keep it
Yeah.
fresh.
yeah.
Or here's something you loved from a previous edition, and here's how we've ruined it.
It's kind of like any kind of game. Like, you know, Magic the Gathering does the same thing, right?
Yeah.
They bring out new
Oh god,
attributes and stuff.
so many sets every year now.
Too many sets.
They all do it. Like, I used to heavily collect Pokemon, but I stopped because the amount of sets coming out is mental. And I'm now way more into playing Magic. But it's kind of like,
Playing Magic, you say?
yeah, man, I love it. But like,
Commander,
yeah.
maybe?
I've never played Commander.
Oh no, you'll have
But
to
I,
make a
I
Commander
like
deck and
the
play with
idea
us.
of it because I know that's the most popular IRL version.
Yeah.
But I
On Arena.
deep down, I just prefer standard,
Yeah.
a standard game. But I want to get into playing Commander at some
You
point.
it's
should,
bad.
because we play.
All right, boy.
Yeah, I personally love Command and Conquer.
We're actually talking. Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
you
who
never
doesn't?
left. I was just about to go outside quickly, but now you're back.
Little
I
bit
guess
of-
we.
little
Well,
bit
you
of
can
Timber's
nip out
origin.
before we get back
Yeah,
into
we
it if
can-
you need
We're
to.
just having a lovely conversation.
What have I missed?
We've talked about the podcast. We've talked about D&D.
Talked about Blades in the Dark
Talked
rules.
about Blades in the
Yeah.
Dark.
Oliver is alive.
I'm alive.
Oliver's back.
Yeah. Did you tell him I just had to go for a massive poo?
No, I said you violently exploded and took the PC out.
Again.
From rubbing your bone.
I was just having a look at the Forged in the Dark systems.
Oh yeah.
Because I know there's
there's a lot.
Scum and Villainy, which is cool,
There's
and
like
I want to
hacks
go
that
at.
are different settings than Duskfall.
Fistful of
basically.
Darkness is a weird West
That's metal,
fantasy
that,
hack,
isn't
which
it?
sounds fucking great. There's also Beam Saber, which is fucking mech battles.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
I think there's a medieval one as well, isn't there?
Yeah, Bands of the... What was it?
Band of Blades.
Band of
something like-
Blades,
yeah.
that's it, yeah.
Oh no. My prints
Should we get on this bloody boat then, boys?
I reckon, okay.
Should we get on this boat?
Get on this
I
boat
think
in,
for the
boy.
sake of recording,
Yes.
we should start from the start of the heist. Like we're on the
Start from
because you
the
don't know
beginning.
Start from the
you don't know where the VOD cut off either,
Yeah.
do you? So if
But
we just backed,
because then I can almost split that into two. Because
Yeah.
it's the first one's leading up to it,
Yeah.
and then we've got the heist as a separate thing.
Okay, yeah, if
So,
you're happy with that.
Music off, boy.
music off, brains on.
I don't even know if chat can hear that, honestly.
Maybe.
This
Probably
whole
not.
time it's just been blaring.
Yeah, it was mostly just for our
no, they
benefit.
couldn't hear
Not
that.
really. Ah, never mind.
That's all right. It was nice for us.
I didn't want to mess about with it too much.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Really? No,
No
no
mu-
music.
no
here, okay.
music
Well,
here.
sorry, it's all just been dead
Right,
silence. Nice chatting.
Get that record button, boy.
Right.
Right, chat. Sorry, we won't.
Never did find his ear.
Yeah, can you all fuck? No, stay.
Right, we're going to go back to ignoring
free
you
to
now
talk to us,
because
though.
we are recording this. But thank you for being here. We love you all. Sorry for this short interlude.
Yep.
Hopefully the goose fucking behaves.
They're better.
So you row up to the side of the SS Hagfish.
Okay.
You have climbing gear, I assume, to get up it.
Yep.
Yeah,
we've got climbing
we've got
gear.
thief rigging, so we get 2 free loads of gear.
Okay.
They're going to take their 2 normal climbing gear. I'm going to take 1, so I've still got a 6 left of my load
How come it's only one for you?
because I've got light climbing gear because I'm a sneaky boy.
Sneaky boy.
Fair enough. Do you need 3 sets of climbing gear, or can you just use 1 and take it in turns?
That's a bit of a rum old do, isn't it?
Well, you are the old rum
Oh,
boys.
I feel like
No, we're the rum up boys.
remember if we're staying sort of in character, we're really amateur at this.
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
we wouldn't
Okay.
think that. We're not thick, but we're not smart.
Yeah.
I think
Gotcha.
we would probably all just think
Well,
we'll just
maybe,
take our own.
maybe we're really smart and we're thinking if we're coming back with a massive heavy lockbox, we're going to need extra ropes to be able to rig it back down.
Oh my
This is
God,
why
you
he's the
guys-
leader.
You guys have thought this through.
I like
yeah.
to think that we just didn't. We were like, let's go pack, yeah, and we didn't have a conversation.
Yeah, we just separately packed.
and we
All right,
all
boys,
just-
suit up. Like you come back with a lunchbox,
Like the Matrix, which is
but you've all brought exactly the same
At
stuff.
least it's that, and not none of us bought climbing gear because we went, oh, someone else. will
Yeah,
do it."
someone will bring that.
Did you want to look in a porthole
Oh.
as a
Well,
Thought you'd never
as
asked.
a known boat enthusiast?
yeah, okay. Well, like I would know, and this from the magic of knowing things, that the rear of the boat.
Yeah, I suppose you
Would
would
be-
know that.
I wonder how I know that.
How do you know that?
That's a little Easter egg there for people that just watch the stream. I know that the rear of the boat will probably be most likely where the ornate lockbox is stored.
I would say so. If there's a purpose-built vault for valuables, it'll be right at the booty end.
Yeah, you want
The
to keep
boot,
you
yeah.
want to
The
keep
aft.
your ornate lockbox in your booty. is
You
what you're saying.
absolutely, yeah, but as long,
Okay.
only if it's got a flared base. So, will you be looking at a porthole?
still talking
Are you
about
climbing
the
up the
ships now?
rear then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The side, rear, starboard side, rear.
John Starboard.
Yeah.
John Starboard.
Yeah, he's the guy guarding that bit.
So there's 2 rows of portholes.
Oh,
Right.
Which one do you
Lucky.
want to look in? The lower one or the?
Well,
upper one?
surely it's going to be lower. It's going to be like
We can look in both if we're going to pass both of them. To
that's
get on
true.
the
Let's look at. Can we
Yeah.
climb up and peek in the lower porthole?
Don't
Okay, you peek in the lower porthole, and it
Sniped
is
immediately.
it's pitch black.
I've
You-
got.
What?
I was going to say I've got a lantern.
You want to shine your lantern?
I
I
can
can
Oh.
shine my lantern through the window.
I'll be like, lads, I've got a better idea.
Oh.
And I pull out my dark sight goggles,
Oh.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
which
Yeah,
let me
obviously
see in
Splinter
pitch
Cell.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see in pitch black. I'm thinking though that they're like, because it's like there's no night vision, but there's like ghosts. It's
It's
like
always night, isn't it?
ghost field vision that like just cuts through like no light.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I could like
okay.
see like, you know, like very very 80s. Like everything is like mesh green,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of like that.
Wireframe.
In like pulses, though. It's like you can see it as it pulses up once.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it.
I like
a
that.
sonar
Yep, that
almost.
paints a picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, you look in through the porthole and you can see the wireframes of. You can see a lot of racking and a lot of trunks, barrels, drums, sacks,
Okay.
Lot
General,
of
just shit.
general cargo.
Yeah.
But quite a lot of it has been damaged, smashed up,
So the blue coat's probably fucking
Looking
about
for
in here
something,
looking
maybe?
for whatever this is.
possibly.
Or whatever
Or
made the
rats.
people disappear, possibly.
Some of the
see
racking
rats,
itself has been smashed.
Okay. When you say racking, I assume it's wood.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like a nice.
It's not
rack
like
system that you've
aluminium
got,
warehouse,
yeah.
right? Yeah, but it's like
Just wooden
Yeah.
shelves.
Some rapid
yeah.
racking.
wooden shelves. Yeah, yeah, like an old cargo boat.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Although it is a steam boat,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's out of the realms of possibility.
No, I suppose it could be aluminium, steel. Yeah.
All right.
Just rivet
Okay.
it
So
in.
Yeah.
I think we're getting. I got obsessed with the boat. Love boats.
I love a boat.
so
You take a train to the boat.
as we climb up, do we look through the next window as well?
Yeah,
Just to
I'll
be
just
sure?
be like,
Yeah.
carry on.
Yeah, you'll do
Yeah.
a load of signals that we don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
Like, there's a
he's
wave
over
with
there
your
doing
hands.
all this stuff, and we're just looking at each other like, do we just go? I guess
I
that
think,
means
I think up, yeah.
Up. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he could have just pointed up, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Six deep hand gesture.
You
You're gonna
carry
get
on up.
6 deep in me.
Love all that.
Welcome back.
You carry on up to the next level, and you peer in the window. What you seem to be looking at is the galley.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a small kitchenette. There's tables, chairs. It's
I thought you said a small
this-
kid, Jeanette.
a small,
Small kid,
kitchenette. It is lit in
For
here,
instance.
fam, by a sort of dim light bulb.
Okay.
But you don't need your dark side goggles to see in here. You can see. Yeah, you can just see that it's just a galley. It looks a bit dishevelled, but it doesn't look like it's been smashed up or destroyed like the wrecking and stuff does downstairs.
Okay, so maybe downstairs should be. Although they
Yeah.
were looking and didn't find it.
Yeah. But maybe there's a more secure vault area or something.
I think we have better luck in the bottom one.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
But I'm assuming we wouldn't be able to get through the portholes because they're going to be like,
They're all battened down from inside. Yeah, yeah,
like tiny, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, you could probably climb through a
But
porthole.
what if a skinny man was to tinker one of those portholes?
Try and lockpick
You
open
could
a-
probably
yeah.
fit through the porthole. You are a big unit.
Yeah,
though.
You're
I'm
a
fucking-
Hooligan,
I'm a-
aren't
You
I'm a
wouldn't
G
fit through a
unit.
porthole.
But that's fine. I could. We could.
Yeah, we can split up and look for clues if you
Yeah.
want.
So,
We
do
can
you want
Scooby
to try
do
and
it.
tinker a porthole
I
open?
absolutely do want to try and tinkle in the porthole. Yeah.
Okay,
Do you have
please.
any, like, tools that would
please
help you
roll
with
me
it?
a tinker. Then.
I mean, I have fine tinkering tools. I believe for
Burglary gear?
Which would be ticking
one load. Yeah.
Would burglary gear not be like stuff to break into something? Or would we save that for
also
actually
have-
trying to get the chest?
To be fair, this does say a finely crafted set of tools for detailed machinist work.
I do have fine lockpicks,
Okay.
so
maybe
I
you've
can
got
just
a
give
point
you the
there.
lockpicks.
They're not locked.
so much.
Yeah, it's not a lock that you'd be
Okay.
able to pick.
So tinkering probably is the right thing then, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about finessing? Because I think the description of that was also being quite like dexterous,
Well, I feel
wasn't
like
it?
either finesse or tinkering would probably be.
I've got it's fine tinkering tools.
That's
For like watchmaking.
Jeweler's loop measuring devices.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
I've,
that's-
I've got
that
normal
won't do it
tinkering
for you.
tools.
which is.
I think
I don't know if
fine
you-
is the quality of it is,
Oh, okay, right.
which just means it's better
Remember
than
what
normal
page
one.
your stuff was on?
50
Yeah, but I mean, a
something,
jeweler's
59.
loop is for
Yeah, no, I'm just
fine.
saying that.
Yeah,
that-
oh yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
a-
Yeah, I'm with you.
The word fine actually
I know.
is
That
a
means
quality
something.
of the thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You're a
Slide. Do you remember?
yeah, I think-
79, sorry.
Burglary tools is
Yeah.
Burglary tools is probably going to be more like it. Is that might even have a glass cutter. You might just be able to pop the
Yes.
glass out.
burglary
I think
gear,
it's
a
just
set of lockpicks, a small pry bar, vials of oil to silence squeaky hinges, a coil of wire and fishing hooks, a small pouch of fine sand.
Oh.
Can
So-
you not just use your big manly
bar.
fists and
Can you
punch
just
a hole
pump
in
the
it?
lights noisy though. isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
nice, yeah.
stealth.
I was going to say burglary gear does have a small pry bar in it
Okay.
and oil to silence squeaky hinges. So you could always try that.
Well, you've got burglary gear, right? Well, you can have burglary gear.
Yeah.
Anyone can. That's
Oh,
on the
okay.
right, so you can just choose that.
Just,
on your
is that
logo.
just one?
Yes.
Well, yeah, all right. I've not used any yet, so I'll do that. Burglary gear. I obviously packed that, as you all know. Yeah, and I'll oil the hinges
Okay.
and then
Yep.
just
Sound
slowly
effects.
sort of pry around.
Get the
trying to
pry bar
find
in,
us-
yeah?
Even if I'm just trying to slip the pry bar under so I can like knock the latch, just minimal damage.
Okay.
Minimal volume.
And sound, yeah.
And is that still tinkering?
I mean, I think tinkering might be a stretch on that.
Okay, what are you saying then?
What have you got?
I've
What,
got
what can you offer
Probably
me?
finesse if it's not tinkering.
I don't
Probably
have any
finesse.
finesse.
I think the way you've
Do you want me
described
to
that
do
is
it
going to
then?
be
'Cause
finesse.
I've
You
got
will always
loads
get a
of
dice,
finesse.
even
Okay.
if you don't have any skill in it.
Okay, so if you've got one skill on the dice, what does that mean? Is it
Oh,
manual?
no,
No,
you-
if you have known, you take
You take
use two
roll
and
two and take the
worst
lowest.
result.
That's it.
Oh, so it's rolling at disadvantage.
But you could get an extra dice.
Or
You could push yourself,
You can push yourself for 2 stress to get an extra die as well.
or you could have a devil's bargain.
What's
if
the
you
want. I mean-
bargain? I want to hear it. Come on. 'Cause I think they're fun to come up with.
okay, you can have the extra dice, but if you fail, then you shatter the glass and it makes enough noise to draw attention to what you're doing.
That's not worth it.
Do you want me to do it? Because I've
Maybe,
already got 3 dice on finesse anyway.
Maybe you're the man to do the job then.
Yeah?
If I grab the tools and do
I'll
it.
look at it and be like, nah.
Yeah.
I'll go to do it and then be like,
And
nah.
just
You
to
can't
be
get- you
extra
can't get the
safe,
leverage
should
or
I
something.
do some like extra stuff like stress or
It's
anything?
entirely up to you.
Oh,
Well,
do you
how
say
many
you've
you got?
already got 3 dice on it?
Yeah.
I would say just do it.
Is
Yeah,
that
I'll
all
just
right?
take the 3,
Okay.
yeah.
I just
Quite
feel
a high
like this is
chance
very
to succeed.
important.
That's pretty
I
good
was
odds,
also
I'd
just trying to
say.
get
It's a
some
high
good
pressure
content.
game. We're not supposed to win all the time.
Here we go, boy. 5.
5.
Five.
Okay,
Success with a
success with consequence.
Okay.
Oh.
You start to pry the porthole open. You manage to get
As you
to
do.
pop the latch. You pop it open, and you're like, "Oh yeah, sweet!" But it swings back and dings the hull.
Oh.
Oh no.
So
But it's
it
not.
goes-
It you stop and pause because it could almost have been just a creaky ship noise.
Okay.
Right.
So we maybe slide, like, just pull our ropes over and hide to the side just for 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
in
yeah.
case someone sort of.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
consequence, really, in a nutshell, is it just made a bit of a racket.
A little bit, but not as
Little
much
bit
as
of a
smashing the
racket.
glass would have done.
Okay.
Not a clear.
So that was probably wise that I did that instead of you.
Oh,
then,
I'd
I
have
guess.
biffed it completely.
Yeah.
I'd have gone like, and the whole ship would have fallen off of the.
But the window stays.
Yeah. And I'd have been holding onto it for a second, and then I'd fall. Roadrunner style.
You see above you, there is a guard
Okay.
peering over the side.
Oh.
I would like to lead a group action of stealthing so that we all like hide into the shadow of the like as it curls under.
Yeah,
like, the
okay.
hull, and I'll just like direct us to be like,
Oh,
"Shh,
okay.
Yeah, because you're right on the bottom level,
Yeah.
aren't you? So yeah, okay.
So I'll just be like,
He's just waving his arms.
And would you like to direct everyone?
yeah.
In this?
So we all roll, which would be prowl, I would assume. for
Yeah,
this.
for stealthing. Mhm.
And we take the highest result over all the dice, but
Oh,
for
okay.
every person that fails, I take a stress.
Oh wow! So do we'll do 1, yeah?
What have you got for prowl?
0.
Okay,
so I
we're
rolled
rolling
2.
2 and we're taking the
Yeah.
worst result.
And I'm rolling 3.
I'm gonna say this is probably desperate at this point because you're
Okay.
a bit
What does
exposed.
that mean for the rolls?
Well, that means that we're all going to get an XP.
It does if you pull this off. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I've got threes.
I got a 6.
3.
So I
No,
take.
do we take our worst?
You take no. It depends
Oh
on.
yeah, you do.
Okay.
Shit.
So you got a
So
1.
you got a 1. What did you get?
I rolled threes.
So we all get a 6 because I'm leading a group action, but I take 2 stress because I'm covering for you guys.
Oh, I
Basically.
see.
Okay. Cool.
Well
But-
done getting that 6 then.
Well done. But now you all get an XP on prowl because
Okay.
it was desperate.
You're
So how
in
does-
the,
how
in
do
the
you do that?
prowess. So you put a
Prowess.
mark in that
Oh,
one.
okay.
on prowess.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that bar fills
that?
up,
You can
put
pick another
a dot
point. Oh,
in one
okay.
of those,
Where's that?
and then you're
So it's
Oh, I
this
can
sort of
use it.
category.
I can put.
yeah.
No, so you do it in there. When that gets to full, you can pick another.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
and then when you get XP at the end of like each session as
But
well,
you won't,
you
'cause
fill
you'll
up your
die.
playbook stuff, and then you can move that to anything else that you
Oh,
want.
brilliant.
He looks over the side. And he's like, must have been the wind.
Ignoring the fact that there's 3 grappling hooks.
Did we not pull them in through the window?
Well, we're hanging off the side of the ship.
Oh shit! Yeah.
To be fair though, isn't there the thing where they don't like staring into the water for too long?
Oh
Yeah.
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 So he's like,
So he
yep,
just, he
yep,
just
all
takes
good.
a little
yep.
glance. He's like, yep, nope, nothing there.
He's like, I really hope there's nothing. Let's pretend there's nothing.
There you go. I mean, these guys are just they're just coppers. Everyone can be bad at their job.
or be like, you know what? I'm just here for the paycheck.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
care enough.
I like to imagine somehow it's the same copper that you intimidated earlier, and he just sort of maybe
What a
saw
day.
you and went,
Oh
Nah,
no.
no.
I'd like to think that's how my stealth actually works. Is that I'm not very good at it, but what I am good at is just being like, you can't fucking see me.
"That's so good."
You know what? No, I didn't see anything.
See who?
Oh, Drax.
yeah.
That's brilliant, man.
Just double checking that is 1 stress for each
I just
piece,
imagine
either
you
roll
have
or
enough
3.
like strength and bulk for you to grab all 3 ropes and pull them real close to the boat.
We're both just like,
Let go. Sorry.
So You've got an open porthole and you're still not spotted. So
am I still best to climb in? Do we think I am the?
I think
the
you two
scrawniest.
can
fit.
Okay. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
find
unfortunately, Chunky Lumpus over here is going to have to find another way.
Lumpy Chunkus. Okay, right. Well, I'd like to enter the porthole, please.
Okay.
To Narnia.
You slip in the porthole.
I slip in the porthole.
I assume you pull your rope in behind.
Well, I'd
you.
already lubed it, hadn't I? So yeah.
Of course, yeah. You slip it. You find yourself amidst devastation in the cargo hold.
Okay.
As I said, some of the rackets have been smashed up. Barrels are leaking oil and a viscous black substance.
Probably
Ink.
water. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ink, yeah.
Where's my fucking thing gone? You can smell like a weird mixture of what smells like decomposing body and rare spice and engine.
So a curry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smells like Bombay Night in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you look towards the front of the ship, the cargo hold basically runs the entire length of it. The destruction seems sort of limited to this end.
Okay. So
The other end seems fairly intact in comparison.
does it look like there's another section for a door, or is this literally the entire front to back?
It's like the entire thing. There's there's walls with doors in, but they're not door frames, but not doors.
Okay.
So presumably they could be sealed if they needed
where this
to.
ruckus has happened, does it look like there's been an explosion?
Would you like to roll something to try and
Sure.
intuit what has occurred here?
Survey?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
survey.
Why not?
3.
Okay.
He forgot to open his eyes.
It's real dark.
Yeah.
You have a little survey and you're like, don't know, really? Could have been
The wind.
the wind. Could have been just things weren't lashed down properly and there was a storm. But
Okay.
then that doesn't really explain why it only happened this end of the ship. So
So
you're not any further forward to figuring out what it was.
Okay.
But
Do we have a little rummage through some of them crates and stuff
yeah,
on
see
the
if
floor?
anything looks out of place.
Or like
maybe.
if stuff has been taken out of them, like someone was looking for a key or whatever.
yeah.
Because a key could have been stashed somewhere for the lockbox,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you can have a little rummage around.
Do you want me to have a little Wurzel rummage?
Have a little Wurzel rummage, mate.
I don't know what I can roll for
Roll
that.
rummage. Because we are
What-
the
what
rummage
have you
old
got?
boys.
The only thing,
Make me an offer.
the only insight that I've got a dot on is study, but I don't know if that really counts, does it? I could
mean, if
I could do a survey, but like do the where I have
If
to.
you would, I would say you could do survey to look at the sort of the larger area of the hold. But if you want to focus on specific bits, then you could do study. But it's obviously going to take you longer.
What do you recommend?
Yeah, study is scrutinizing details and interpreting evidence,
Yep.
gathering information from documents. And survey is more observing situations and anticipating outcomes. So it probably
Okay.
would be more study.
Yeah, because if you're like, okay, well, this is where the worst of it is, I'm going to try and zero in a
Okay.
bit more on that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna do you a little clock for this
Oh,
He's clocking you.
because it's gonna take a little while for you to do a thorough search.
Get clock
okay.
rough.
How big's my clock?
I'm gonna go. This is 3.
All right. So
The clocks went back, remember?
Oh yeah.
study 1 is a 4.
There's a 4. Okay, we're gonna give you one section on your clock there.
Do
So
I
you
find anything?
you have a little rummage around. You start to look more closely at what's happened. You start to inspect the damage. You start to look for things that maybe would have held valuables.
Yeah.
Or maybe somewhere someone could have stashed something. You're opening up the sacks just to see what there is. You find there's a bunch of sacks of spice, which is where the nice smell is coming from. But you don't find anything that looks like a key or a lockbox or anything of that ilk.
Okay.
Bricks.
I'm going to climb up the rope and
Yep.
slip over the side onto the deck
Okay.
and try and find a way down into the holds
Okay.
while avoiding what I know is at least one guard up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on the deck of the ship. There's some fairly big crates up here that are lashed down onto the deck.
Okay.
So you've got a bit of cover from the guards, but you can see the blue coat that looked over the railing is walking away from you. So you sort of hop up behind him. You can't see anyone else patrolling at the moment. They might be out of your line of sight, but you figure that there's going to be more people. You've got the cabin the cockpit of the ship is behind you because it's at the rear.
The bridge, if you
The
will.
bridge, thank you.
I knew you were struggling to find
I was
that
like,
word.
the fuck is... Where's the,
The
word for where you
dashboard.
drive
the
the boat?
driver's seat of the ship.
The steering ship, the yoke of the ship.
The handlebars.
I ride my ship with no handle.
Did you say I can fly my ship with my handlebars?
I wish I had.
So yeah, the
edit
bridge
it.
is behind you. So there's and then there's stairs up to where the bridge is, and then there's a set of double doors that presumably goes down into the galley, the mess, the crew quarters, and then the rest of the deck of the ship all the way to the front is just flat with crates lashed to it.
Okay. So probably the best bet to go through the galley and down.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
assume other than that, there'd just be like the hold to the hold, and that's it, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
We're kind of searching that, and you know we're in there, so maybe.
Yeah.
but you can see the doors to the cargo hold, and they look like they've been busted open from the inside.
Oh, fun.
Like they're not open, but they look like something has hit it with some serious force from underneath.
Okay. Well, do we think that the captain would have kept the secret super cool thing in a lockbox in their quarters?
It depends if they knew about it until they got to dock. It might have been smuggled on because it's only a lockbox. It's not big.
Yeah, we don't actually. Now you've said that, in my head, I keep picturing it as a certain size, but we've never actually asked how big this.
If it's-
A lockbox could
we
be.
were told we'd know it when we see it, and that was
Yeah, which made me think it was huge, but it could be like the size. It could be like the size
Well,
of
if
a
it's-
bloody
It's
phone.
an
You know what I mean?
ornate lockbox. It's probably not going to be massive.
yeah.
It's probably like a jewelry box.
I'm
If
going to
you
guess
guys-
it's a jewelry
Yeah,
box
if you
size.
guys have got the hold covered and you can find out what the fuck that was in,
Yeah.
it's going out there. I'm going to try and like sneak into like the captain's quarters and see if they had it
Okay.
hidden in their quarters.
Yeah.
So what would be the best way to approach that? Is that through the hindquarters bit?
It's not an animal.
Yeah.
Through the booty. Yeah. Yeah, you reckon.
And that door. Okay, yeah. I'll try and prowl to that door and see if it's open.
Okay.
Without being.
Go for a prowl.
without- I'll go for a prowl.
He's prowling.
He's prowling.
I am going to pull out my fine shadow cloak.
Ooh.
Oh, sick.
And what does that do?
That increases my tier level, I think, for my effect level. 1 sec.
For most people, that's a tent. For bricks, it's a cloak.
It is a hooded cloak made of rare Eruvian shadow silk that blends into the darkness around it.
That's what I was going to say.
Improves your effect level when you sneak around.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Nice, man.
So what is my position and effect?
Risky standard at the moment.
Risky stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 6.
Go on, boy.
boom!
Thank God, because
That cloak was
we're not
brilliant.
In the darkness, you are damn near invisible in your
They're
shadow
like
cloak.
that crate is moving.
Yeah. So you're just going
the
straight.
room is moving.
You're going straight for the Dumbledores, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you head towards the doors. There are. You don't know how you manage it. You assume it's just natural prowess. But every time you round a corner, there's a blue coat walking away from you. So you're always behind the guards. You get to the door. You open the door. You slip inside. Graves and Bricks. Graves and Rusty. Sorry.
Hello, I'm Rusty.
Hello, Rusty.
I'm Rusty Dingfield.
What are you doing, Rusty Dingfield?
I guess I'll be working my way along while he's studying this area more specifically.
I've realised I've forgotten to tell you something that's quite a pertinent detail. Behind you
Yep.
is the
A
door.
lion.
Is the door to the engine room,
Okay.
but it's also there. There are two labels. There is a label that says engine room, and there is a label that says freezer.
Okay. One of these labels is a lie.
Yeah. They're not
Okay.
going to be very effective next to each other, those two items.
All right. Well, I'll have a look in the freezer then.
Okay.
I
So-
don't reckon anyone's chilling. Well, in
Well,
there.
26 people unaccounted for. Maybe they just had them on ice.
Nice.
You go to open the freezer door.
Yep. It's cold.
It's a big walk-in freezer with a fucking great door on it.
Yeah, but
great
okay, freezer in this world, is it like an ice box room or is it an?
It's a refrigerated room.
They have condenser units in the 1800s.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
But it's a magical.
They use
condenser
steam.
unit. Yeah, steam
Mate,
condenser.
there's
unit.
ghosts and magic. Just let it happen.
No, this is the bit that loses it.
All the heat that's coming off of that, they're pumping into the steam room.
You can do like the cold flame thing. Does exist. You can have something that burns cold.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
It doesn't. I don't understand it. but
Whatever
that
the
what you do is you
1800s
burn
technology
ghosts.
is, it's that.
Yeah. They figured
and
something
ghosts
else.
burn cold,
Something
obviously.
out,
Yeah. Oh my god, that's where the ghost storms are.
Oh my god.
That's why they
steal them
tell
out
you-
the back of the freezer and it goes
No,
well
I
warm.
get it. You know, you're not allowed to like just throw your fridge out. You have to take it to the dump and they like, you know, properly dispose of it. It's because it's got ghosts in it.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
have
God.
to get
Yeah.
all the ghosts out, yeah.
Yeah, they have to put them into orbs safely. Then they bury them.
That's what CFCs are. Just ghosts.
Creepy freaking kooks.
Then I reckon Elon Musk puts them in his starlights and sends them off into space.
Oh my god!
That's-
So each
that's-
Starlink is like a telephone operator, but it's a ghost.
Yeah, that's my new theory.
Okay, I love it. I'm on board.
All that from freezer. I love
Creative
it.
mastermind.
Yeah.
So yes, you've got access to
So yes, I'm in the freezer.
access to the refrigerator storage freezer and access to the engine.
Okay,
room.
so
So you're opening the freezer door.
I am.
It's a big walk-in freezer door.
Yep.
So you pop the door, you open it up.
Yep.
There is some hanging meat carcasses,
Okay.
obviously frozen.
Yep.
There is some sort of nondescript sacks, crates of vegetables and fruits and stuff. There is also,
All
in the
mushrooms.
smack bang in the centre of the room, there is a block of ice
Ah.
that is probably about the size of this table.
Okay.
For the
Has a-
listeners,
yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Let's say 2 by 2
Yeah, I reckon 2 meters by 2 meters is a big block of ice.
by 2 meters.
And it looks like it had something inside it.
That would be a good place to hide an ornate lockbox.
And it has been hollowed out.
Right, so someone's picked away at it.
Or has it gotten itself out?
That's a good point. We don't know that
Because-
this isn't. It's a mimic, isn't it? Let's be real.
I was going to say because you wouldn't be aware, but I'm aware that something busted out of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
can
all
I
the people here
study this
died.
ice block then, please?
You may study the ice block, yes.
Survey this ice block.
Okay, go for it.
Survey says.
6.
Ba-ding, ding.
That was brilliant.
What the survey says as well. I hope the mics won't even get that.
Oh, maybe.
So you saunter up to the ice block and you have a little look. It looks like it's been sort of scraped away. Like
Claws?
rather than just be
Like,
chipped
yeah, like
or
claws
picked,
or hands?
like it's been scraped by
A demon.
what looks like some sort of
demon.
pointy shovel implement.
That could be the bloody, what are they called? The Ramen Sisters, they're thinking.
Yeah.
The ramen sisters.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called, sorry.
Shovel hand
I'd eat that.
demon.
Okay.
The Dimwit Sisters.
I don't. Yeah.
Divvy
The
Sisters.
dim sum
The
systems.
dim sums.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Is probably my general.
Good, because this is supposed to be a spooky one.
Okay.
I am shitting myself.
So now, am I getting enough from that I would be like, right, whatever was here isn't here, and I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm done in the freezer.
Yeah,
It's
I
cold
think you're
in
probably
there.
done in the freezer.
So
it's cold in
the,
there.
the spooky bad thing also wants the lockbox that we are trying
Or
to get.
it is the lockbox.
Yeah.
Or what is lockbox? And why?
And who?
When is
And
lockbox?
when-
Mr. Graves.
Yo.
Will you like to advance
Sorry,
your
that's really-
investigation
Yeah,
at
it's
hold?
Confusing me.
6.
He's rolled a 6.
God damn,
Boom.
man.
I found the lockbox now.
Have yourself 2
I am
fucking
the
segments up
lockbox.
there, boy. Right, so
Maybe the lockbox was the friends we made along the way.
Oh.
your study of the hold continues. You sort of, as you go along, you start to get a feel for what's down here, and you realise that there are things that are completely intact, and you're like, I know what that is. I've already come across that
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else. So you move through at quite a rate. As you get sort of up towards the first archway, there's a set of stairs on your left that goes up to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
You step through the archway, and as you look through, you're sort of rummaging through sacks and stuff. Behind a bunch of sacks, there is a hefty safe
Oh.
that is locked.
Okay.
This is the first thing that you found along here that is a secure storage.
Okay. Is it worth me pulling out burglary gear and trying to hack into the safe?
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should I try that? I don't. Oh shit! What one of these would be good for that?
Finesse.
Probably finesse.
Well,
yeah.
there we go. I'm a fucking king at finesse. So
Yeah.
can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there anything else I need to know before I roll?
Have you got? Yeah,
I've got burglary gear.
you've got to take it as part of your load.
Yeah. So now I mark that, do I?
And then we just need to know what the position and effect are.
That's it. That's what I meant.
But what's in burglary gear?
I can have a look for you.
What are you trying to get in this safe with?
I'm guessing
A flathead screwdriver and some
And a piece of bubble gum.
Burglary
Dettol.
gear has a set of lockpicks, a small pry bar, vials of oil to silence squeaky hinges, a coil of wire and fishing hooks, and a small pouch of fine sand.
What's the fine sand for?
Indiana Jones stuff, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or just like if you've got lube, you've also got not lube.
If
Yeah,
you want
fair
to
enough.
wet it or if you want to dry it.
Keep your wet's wet and your dry's dry.
I'm keeping the
That's what I
dries.
say.
Yeah.
If it moves and it shouldn't move, duct tape. If it don't move and it should, WD-40.
Exactly. Shall we go for it?
Don't know what it's supposed to do.
Um,
Sand.
I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm gonna say it's limited effect
Is it
because
a
it's
big,
a
scary
it's a
safe?
dial save.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
your lockpicks and burglary gear are not going to do much. Your pry bar is not going to be man enough to pry the door off. You've got nowhere to put your lockpicks in. The rest of the stuff, you're like, I don't know what I can do with that. So
Okay.
I think it's going to be limited effect with what you've got, but feel free to give it a
He's
go.
having a good go at it.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got
6.
Got a 6 in there.
Fucking hell, man. Okay.
Do I have loaded dice? Why have I not kept them?
I genuinely think these bone ones are not very well evenly weighted.
You've got to remember, I am rolling 3 nearly every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
as well.
You kind of just, while you're trying to think of what to do with your burglary kit, you're absent-mindedly spinning the dial.
And it's going like,
And it just goes, you spin it and it just goes, and you're like, oh, I've got the first number.
hello.
You don't know how many digits are in this combination, but you've got the first one.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's
So-
usually 3. So
You're on the clock again, boy.
All right.
You've rummaged the freezer. Back up to bricks.
Right.
Bricks in the brig.
Why does
Yeah.
that sound like an album? Back up to brick.
Back up to bricks.
What do I see in the room that I've entered?
So it's a stairwell.
Mhm.
There's a small set of stairs that goes up to the bridge, indoors. You've then got a set of stairs that goes down into the galley and the mess hall that you look through the porthole window. To your left is what looks like a small store cupboard because it's labelled store cupboard.
Okay.
These riddles.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's
So
what we've
how
got.
would I know which way would be to the captain's quarters? Would that be through the mess or would that be...
The quarters will be adjacent to the mess. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'll try and... I'll peek.
Okay.
See if anybody's
don't
in the
peek.
mess.
You peek. The mess is empty,
Okay, I will
devoid of peoples.
wind my way through that to where I try and find the captain's quarters
Okay.
so that I can try and see what doors go where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come down to the bottom of the stairs. The mess is ahead of you. If you turn right and go back on yourself under the stairs, there's a little corridor that runs to crew quarters, which is labelled, and captain's quarters, which are both labelled,
Okay.
and also the head.
I will try and... Can I hear anybody moving about?
You can't hear anybody down here.
Okay. I'm going to just, try and sneakily make my way to the captain's quarters and see if the door is open.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question about the loadout just before we continue, before I
Mm-hmm.
forget? So I said I was going with a normal one of 5.
Okay.
Does that mean I can tick off 5 things and that's when I can't take anything else?
Worth,
Loads
yeah.
out. They explain
Ye-
in the items on here.
So is it not how many boxes there are
The
here?
box is 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah, but
So-
obviously
and
we
I'll-
got this one for free,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that
So
I
then
haven't.
you'd still
I'm not
have
counting.
5,
Well, I've done burglary gear, so technically I can take 4 more things
Yeah.
from
Yep.
here. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry
you
to
can take
interrupt.
the
No, no,
stuff
no.
from the grey box as well.
This one.
Yeah, and anything in italics is free, and all the other ones are 1.
Okay,
and
cool.
they're specific to you.
Yeah,
Your like playbook.
I just wanted to quickly ask that before we get too much. I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to get to the point where we're going to need a lot more of this stuff, and I didn't want to hold us up.
Yeah, fair enough.
No worries. Right, so yeah, I reached
So you
the-
try the door to the captain's quarters. Yep.
Yeah.
That is unlocked.
Oh, that's concerning. I will open the door.
You open the door. You are presented with a fairly
Fancy.
plush for a ship of this size. There's a bed in the corner. There's a nice big desk covered in paperwork and charts and stuff. There's a ship in a bottle. There's a map on the wall. There's a globe that's a drinks cabinet.
Is it a ghost ship in a bottle?
Yes, it is now.
I take it and put it in one of my bags.
That's going up on the wall and high
yeah,
up.
little like.
It has to
ship
go in
bottle.
specific.
It glows
ghost ship
with an
orbs,
ethereal light.
Ghost ship in bowl.
That's metal, that is.
That's pretty metal.
So
Yeah.
no obvious lockbox in here or anything.
Not that you can see, but the desk is a big antique desk, so there's drawers and stuff that you
Like
can
a big
have
writing
them
desk.
Are
rifle
any of the
through.
drawers locked?
Yes, all of
Okay.
them.
I will pull out my fine lockpicks,
Okay.
which is a freebie for me.
Yep.
And I will try and unlock them with finesse. Which
Go
I
for it.
Only have one die.
Okay. Risky standard.
Risky standard.
Go on, boy.
I feel like if I don't think anyone
Mm-hmm.
can hear me, I feel like I've got time.
Can I rename my character to Risky Standard?
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. You managed to jimmy the lock on the biggest drawer, but you snap your lockpick in the process.
Okay.
And you open the drawer and it's full of lockpicks. Oh, that was lucky.
What is in the drawer?
Oh no! Maybe don't break it. Maybe you bend it so it will still be a lockpick, but it won't give
But
you
I'll
the
get less effect.
Yeah.
That's
Rather than it be completely fucking useless. Yeah. So the biggest drawer, you open it up and it is files. It is a lot of.
Is there anything?
Start rifling through. You find a lot of customs documents, profiles of the crew, all 26 of them.
Sorry, go on. Carry on.
And you also find a cargo manifest, or you find a number of cargo manifests, but you find the most recent cargo manifest from this voyage, which lists 40 drums of Leviathan blood, 16 drums of oil, 6 crates of spice, 30 bolts of linen, 2 tons of whalebone, personal effects, 13 trunks, 6 pallets of furniture, 2 bronze lion statues, 1 large taxidermy, 3 sacks of mail, specimens of special scientific interest, 6 small crates, 2 trunks, 5 barrels, 1 specimen held on ice, 1 amphibious vehicle, livestock, 11 heads of cattle, 28 chickens, crated, miscellaneous, 1 large safe, contents unknown.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what I'm currently trying to get into. innit?
Probably in the safe, but there was a scientific specimen
Special
on
scientific
ice,
interest.
which is no longer on ice.
Also might not even be on the ship. I mean, it will be because he's a bastard, but like the doors.
Is there
But there's been blue coats all over this place. If they, like
But there's a lot there, but there's 26 of them. We've only found one.
There's blue coats on the top deck.
on the top deck, and
you
they
think
had,
that-
okay, shit, because the 26 crew were missing when the
Yeah.
ship turned up. Okay, knowing this, I'm going to try and go back down to the hold to find these guys to give them help, because I have information that there may be something dangerous here that we didn't know about.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there still any relevance to what the seal was on that letter? You know, the green seal with the 2 skeletons back
that
to
was
back.
the Dimmer Sisters seal
Yeah, I
who
think
we're
that
doing
was-
the
Oh,
job for.
okay.
Yeah, there's nothing that matches
yeah,
on the
I sort of
paperwork in the
forgot.
ship.
Yeah, if that was relevant.
Is there anything with Circle of Flame paperwork?
No.
Okay.
Okay, is it back to me?
Yes.
I'm on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
I'm on the clock doing that save.
go on.
aren't I?
I'll just freeze to death, mate.
Oh, sorry. No, I
No, you're
forgot.
good.
No, I forgot. I didn't know whose turn it was.
There isn't.
Oh, it
It's
wasn't really
It's
doing
free
turns,
form,
yeah.
Okay.
But I think as you're doing this, we'll.
But
You
I
do
was
a
just
quick
going to
roll
say,
and then-
can I? I've left the freezer. Can I go and find him now? I'm
Yeah,
making my way
yeah.
along. I
So
see-
you're
yeah.
back together, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'll
you're on
make
the way
my
to find us
that
both
way as well,
anyway.
How long that takes me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see what you're doing. I was just thinking, like, do you have some measuring, like tinkering tools as measuring devices in it, which might be like a stethoscope or
Yeah,
something.
okay, that might help.
So I might be able to.
Oh
assist
yeah,
you.
because you could sling that on the bit.
And
for
we
the,
can aid each other on dice rolls
Yeah.
as well.
So I'm wondering, can I use my measuring devices of? I imagine, like I said, stethoscope.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
To aid.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then you're doing it as a group action.
Well, you can assist a roll, which means he gets an extra dice, but you'd take a stress.
Okay.
Fancy doing that?
Let's do that. Let's crack through this.
So I get
Okay.
two Dicemans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if you're doing finesse?
You're doing finesse, you get free anyway.
Oh,
Maybe I don't do that. I'll just watch. From
Yeah,
it.
just
Yeah,
just
fair.
be like, I tell you what, you're smashing this, boy.
Yeah. If he starts.
Well, you
going
got
off
the first one by accident.
Yeah,
so
I just sort of leant on it and went, oh shit, I'm well.
Oh
good at
fucking
this.
hell, yeah.
Oh wait. If he starts biffing it.
Yeah.
If
So
I
it
start
sounds like
getting
our
nervous.
crew will like keep accidentally succeeding when we're absolutely idiots.
We are
It's
like
a bit
the
rum,
18.
innit?
First, see now I'm getting stressed. I'm sweating. I'm overconfident with that first accident,
Yeah.
and this time I've got a 3.
Did you get
Okay.
1, 2, 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't manage to make any headway with that.
I imagine Rusty's like, "Are you sure you don't want the stethoscope?"
You almost in this situation you biff it.
Right.
And then you try and reset it back to the digit that you had the first time, and you can't get it to click, and you're like,
Oh,
"Shit,
fuck.
did I remember that wrong?"
Okay.
But you keep at it, I presume.
Yes.
Would you like to be doing anything else?
If he wants to go again, can I aid this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what for?
Yeah.
The next roll.
Or
Okay,
is that
for the
what-
next roll.
or-
Did you not want to do anything?
Maybe I'll just while he's doing that, I'll just kick around the room, see if there's anything else notable.
Okay.
I could do a survey.
Yeah, go for it.
5.
You have a little look around.
Yeah.
You see a wall of
Flash.
crates with chicken wire on the front,
Oh.
and you have a little look inside, and all the chickens are dead.
Okay.
Aw. Look at all them chickens.
Oh, those chickens.
Oh well,
Oh.
they're dead. I reckon.
They're bones now.
Bones, you say?
Someone's fried
Does
those
he start
chickens.
tinkling the bones?
I might take
I mean,
a couple of chicken
tinkering with-
bones. I'm like, I haven't got any chicken bones.
Yeah, I've got chicken bones.
God, these
How would you not know?
these are
those
realm
chickens
I
birds.
was
are a
going to
bit-
say chickens are probably a bit rare.
quite
aren't
rare.
they?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like dinosaurs.
I mean, the stuff that's on here is pretty top tier shit.
Yeah, I
It's
want
like
some
royal-
chicken bones to add to my bone collection.
Yeah. All right.
The bone zone, I call
The
it.
bone zone. Add to the bone zone.
Okay, so
So, Mr. Bricks.
Bricky,
Have I managed
Can you
to make
roll
my
me
way
another
down?
prowl to get? Because the only way to get into the hold is going to be through the.
Through the front top.
Through the top.
Okay.
are you still
So
wearing
you
your
can-
lovely gown
I
thing?
am. What is my position in effect?
Cloak, I mean.
Your position is going to be risky.
Mhm.
I think. Yeah, probably standard effect. I
Okay.
reckon to get there, to get to the
because
hold,
of the cloak.
because of the cloak. Yeah. I can't really say it's going to be anything less than that.
A 6.
Go on,
Oh,
boy.
boom!
That
Nicely
cloak
done.
is brilliant.
Cool.
So you, once again, just stride brazenly across the hold, across the deck.
Everyone
To all-
just looks at me and looks away.
It's like, oh my god!
Did anyone
Like
see that
your-
shadow move?
Like you're some sort of giant spectre, and like everyone's just like, no.
Yeah, again with the world in question. They're like, do you know what? That's doing its
I
thing.
didn't see anything.
No. Yeah, you get to the hold. You get to the doors. Like I said, they've been banged from the inside, but you could probably just lift it just enough
Just
to
slide
slip
through.
in.
Yeah.
So you do, and
Okay.
you drop into the top level of the hold, which is again pitch black.
Cool.
Okay.
In this level of the hold, it is utter carnage.
Oh god.
There are how many heads? 11 cows that have been ripped to shreds
Oh my god.
by something.
To shreds, you say.
You look at
shreds, you
to
say?
shreds, you say.
How's his wife holding up?
To shreds, you say.
Oh god damn it! We've done a Futurama.
Oh, drink.
Oh, have I got?
You in the amongst the viscera as you look around, you realise there are
like album name.
That's metal.
Font you can't understand.
Yeah.
you realise that there are human limbs mixed in.
Human?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they been consuming
About
human?
52 arms worth.
You
Yeah.
you can't really see that there's whole
Cannibals.
There's just bits.
there's bits all
oh,
over the
okay.
place.
So something real fucking scary.
Yeah,
down.
so this is all in front of you as you get in, and then you sort of turn around and look behind you, and you see that all of the racking here has been smashed to bits, and there is something
Oh dear. Something.
very large and alien-looking,
Good.
crouched
Oh, God.
in the darkness with its 2 beady eyes blinking at you.
Okay.
So what are you talking?
I guess I'm just kicking around.
I hope this safe is important now. I'm giving it
So
another
glad
spin,
I couldn't
boy.
fit
I'm trying
through
to.
the door.
But this time he's taken a while now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'll give you an extra die.
Yeah, can you sling me?
Let's have one of the other bone zone.
How
Have
many
a bone.
I'll
Check
have
him
a
in the bone
then.
zone.
5.
Got 5, and I take a stress for that.
Thank you, man.
Okay. I put quite a big clock on this. Maybe I should have put a bit less on. No, you'll probably be all right. I'll tell you what. I'll give you. Your first one was a 6. I'll give you another segment.
Nice. That insta click was pretty sick.
That Insta-Clink was pretty sick. Okay.
All right, cool. So we'll keep working away.
So you're
at
just
that.
going to keep plugging away at the
Yeah.
safe, yeah?
Are we
All right.
eventually just going to hear Bricks be like,
You do
Go
hear
ahead.
from upstairs a thud of
Oh.
boots.
Oh no.
of boots?
That was probably me dropping into the hold.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what you hear. So
Okay.
I wonder if would you maybe go investigate that and leave me to the safe?
No,
or?
I think I'd be. So, I get that would be great, but I feel like
You've
we're
got a
so
job to
engrossed
do.
in this
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
at the end of the day, he's the big boy.
Yeah.
Like, Scrawny McGee's gonna go up and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
true.
I'll save you."
Yeah, fair
Although I
enough.
am scrappy.
You know what? I don't have any points in skirmish.
oh my
I've always
god.
relied on my intimidation. I haven't had to fight anyone. I do have points
Oh,
in
that's
wreck.
brilliant.
Okay, that may be relevant here.
I like the idea of like everything about him is mega intimidating, and he gets in his first ever fight and just realizes he doesn't know how to punch.
Did you
I've
see
never
that?
had to punch anyone. Oh God!
Did you see that episode of Extras with Ross Kemp?
Yeah, so good.
Where he's like,
That's it.
He's playing the
Super
real hard
army
man until
soldiers.
he gets like confronted the tool. And he's just like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, it's what's his face in it, the old hard
it's
footballer.
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie
Yeah.
Jones has
It's
a
all,
go.
yeah, it's all bravado.
It's
Like-
brilliant. So that's what you are.
Amazing.
I've just now decided you look
Yeah.
like
You're Ross Kemp. Yeah.
You're the super army soldiers version of Ross
Yeah.
Kemp.
All right. So,
Oh.
Bricks, are you shitting them?
Is he bricking it?
Do I think the thing has noticed me? Do I think it uses sight or sound?
Or smell or taste?
You are uncertain, but it hasn't moved. You have come in with a plop.
Yep. Do I know where the door to the lower hold is?
You can see about halfway down, there is a set of stairs that runs down to the next
Halfway
level.
between me and the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not a thing. We're ripping off a different horror movie.
that was last time.
It's always the thing a little bit.
I am going to carefully and slowly pull out a vial and just
Are you the Witcher now? What the fuck's happening?
La, 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 la.
I knew that.
and use my silence potion vial, a vial of golden liquid that negates all sound within 10 paces of the drinker for a span of several moments,
Oh, wow.
and then peg it for the fucking thing. Peg it down the fucking stairs.
Can I just point out which I
Ooh.
love the phrase "several moments."
Several
Yeah,
moments,
yeah.
yeah.
That
What
was
do you
Yeah.
want it to be?
that was so like
That one's
open ended.
that's a zero load one for me, so I'm just gonna go and just
Oh shit. Okay. Right.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, honestly, but I think this is all part of it. Where is the fortune roll bit? I just want to just check something here.
does it look at people or does it? I mean, I can roll a prowl still.
May assess any trait rating. What would you say would be the trait you'd use to run?
I'd be using my prowl because I'm trying to like.
Oh, you're trying to do
Slip.
it reasonably stealthy. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
what is your
but, like,
prowl?
Mine's prowl is a 3.
I don't want to do that. A prowl is a 3. Okay, but we're going to say... You're not going to have that one. Oh, no. You aren't sure if it's seen you. You aren't sure if it hears or
Yeah.
sees, but you have decided to fucking run for it.
Yeah.
You peg it towards the stairs. It moves it matches your movement.
Oh shit!
It lunges at you at basically the same speed and meets you at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
You are face to face with what you can only describe as
mental.
an enormous crab.
It's the Milo Queen.
It's got huge, thick pincers covered in black, oily fur.
Ugh. A furry crab. That's quite cute.
It's like beadly crab eyes. You can't see this podcast,
Beadly,
listeners.
beadly.
He's pointing to the sky like he's having a little
Imagine
dance.
like a snail's eyes.
Yeah, like a snail's eyes.
Just one of them keep retracting randomly with a drip from the ceiling.
Exactly.
I am going to try to use my prowl to slide between its legs down the stairs.
Oh my
is
god. Yes, please. Desperate
So
position.
I'm just
Yep.
running, see it jump up, and I just fully just
That is
like
epic,
motorbike.
Desperate position, standard effect. Let's go.
I'm going to push myself.
Do you know what the devil's bargain?
What is it? And I'll
It's worth
decide.
hearing, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if you fail, you're just going to slide directly into its pincers.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We need our muscle.
I'm going to push myself. I'm going to take
Okay.
2 stress.
Okay.
I'm getting quite
He's
stressed.
quite stressed.
I don't have any stress yet.
I'm at 4 of 9.
Oh shit.
Well, I tell you what. Sorry, devil's bargain. I will say, if you fail, you will slide through his legs and get through, but you will end up crumpled in a heap at the bottom of the stairs. You're not going to land gracefully.
Okay. Yeah. How big are the stairs? Can it fit down the stairs?
It's a flight of stairs. Oh, you mean in width?
Yeah.
It's
fit
far
down?
too big to get down the flight of stairs.
I'll take the devil's bargain.
You take the
and
devil's
I'll use
bargain,
my
yeah?
Cool Sauron.
Remember
Oh,
to,
Sauron dice.
on it.
Remember to scribble out those
Yeah,
stresses.
I'll go back on the stress because I feel like we might need that later.
Sorry, I'm way too in a D&D mindset
Yeah.
for this. I have to be more like, you're going to succeed, but it's just
Yeah.
slightly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting like you scrape your entire body on the barnacles on the way past if you
Oh,
fail.
no, that's horrendous. No.
And you think you're fine, but then a few weeks later things start growing.
You turn
again.
into a
Oh,
crab.
God.
Oh, that's sick. Right, here we go.
Body horror?
4
Me?
dice. Come on.
Go on.
I got a 5.
That's all right, man.
Okay.
The devil's bargain did land a 1.
As did I got a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 5.
Oh,
so thank God I was rolling 4 dice.
You slide through his legs.
Giggity.
He grabs for you,
Giggity.
but he nicks you,
Oh.
and he cuts your thief's harness webbing off. So you lose your
cloak.
gear.
Okay, so like
And
the
he was
cloak.
naked under there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cloak's gone. Your climbing gear's
But he's
gone.
still got a tiny one round his willy.
Yeah.
Can
He's
I
still got the
resist
cloak.
that consequence?
Yes, if you
Man's
want
got
to.
No knob.
Is that a
Oh,
prowess?
no, not bricks.
I would say so.
Okay. So I
No,
for
not
a
Bob.
resistance roll, and it's prowess, so I have a 3 in prowess.
Okay.
I roll this. I take 6 stress minus the highest roll.
Okay.
So I could put myself out of this. But it means it either diminishes or negates the
Oh dear.
Oh,
5.
that's
I
good.
take
So
1
you take
stress.
one stress,
Fine.
and you've resisted the consequence.
So yeah, I see
So-
that the pincer's about to get the webbing, and I just like twist out of the way just in time,
Well,
and like
yeah,
down
yeah,
the stairs.
And you end up sort of at the bottom of the stairs, and you're like, right, I'm alive. I've got my gear. I don't know if I'm in a better position because you know full well you can't get out of the porthole.
That's a really good point. It's like, now I'm down. I live here now.
But okay, I wouldn't know this yet, so I'll ask later.
Okay.
You hear, and all of a sudden, Rex is at the bottom of the stairs.
All right, boy.
He's a rum old boy.
Can you keep the racket down, boy?
We're trying to focus, man. Come on.
Just so you're aware, there is a giant horror crab just at the top of the stairs.
When you
Oh,
say
yeah.
giant, do you mean sort of like from a posh fish and chip shop, or fucking
Well, this is the
Hooage?
question I was going to ask. How big is that? Would
Yeah.
it fit in a 2x2x2 block of ice?
No.
Okay.
So it got something out of the
Or it
someone
started
did.
off and it sort of went, it grew.
Oh yeah,
Well,
maybe.
maybe it ate 26 crew members.
It could have been
And 11 cows.
Yeah, and a load of chickens.
every time it eats, it gets bigger.
Because it was on the lower level in the ice block.
Yeah,
So
okay,
it scuttled
yeah.
up, fed, and now can't
And
get
it's
out of that
molted
level.
and can't- okay.
Is this
Yeah.
just conjecture or do we know that?
That's what you figured out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've just told you.
Yeah, and we've just discussed.
He's lying.
We would
I
have
know
just
this.
discussed about
Yeah.
blocking the ice.
But we want to be quite oblivious. But like, dude, we're kind of trying to solve this, right?
Right, but the manifest said there was a scientific specimen in a block of ice.
Did you take the manifest with you, or do you leave it there?
I think I would have left it there just to be sneaky, because if there's too much stuff missing, then they
It's
probably
evidence.
would've-
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yep. All right.
I mean, I still stole
Well, I
the
think
ship
the
of the bottle.
manifest. I think the manifest was wrong because I found a block of ice and there was nothing in it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I found something upstairs which I think would probably qualify as a scientific, a specimen of scientific significance. It's quite fucking significant, to be perfectly honest with you.
I thought you were just going to be rude and be like, I found out that and it's a fucking specimen.
How big are we saying that was?
Those are crabs, so they're quite
the
wide.
size of a large family car, the size of a transit van.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I wouldn't have been so brazen about that.
However, we could repurpose this as our crew vehicle. Imagine how much you can fit inside
Is that the
this shell.
semi-amphibious vehicle?
This bad boy can fit.
Well, on the manifest, the semi-amphibious vehicle is it a fucking crab?
Just scuttling sideways down the street.
That's
The specimen in the
crazy.
ice was just a big fish to crew to go out and cook it. Like,
Okay, so
We need to get this done and get the fuck
well,
out.
we're trying. You keep interrupting us with crabs.
can't concentrate because of the itching.
So, are you want to have another crack at the safe?
Yeah, I've still got.
I've-
We haven't got it open, have we? And I don't really know what else I can try unless.
I can take another stress and help you another again. So go on, Rock.
Can I also stress myself? So
You can push
You
yourself.
can push
can't you?
yourself and
Oh,
you
that's
get
what I
another
meant.
dice, but I don't know if
I
you
don't
could do
think I'll need-
both.
You can get aid from one person, and you can push yourself or
I
have
think
a
4
devil's
dice should be
bargain.
enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't push and have a devil's
All right. Well, I think 4 dice.
Yeah, you're probably
Dice
fine.
isn't-
You got 5. You got
5
5
again.
Five in there, yep.
5.
Okie doke. You're halfway there.
What?
Now it's a rum. All right.
It's
I
a
need someone
giant
else to
safe,
help.
to be fair.
It's a big, very secure thing.
Okay.
I'll be like, you can use my lockpick, and it's like 90 degree angle.
Oh my
Established there
God.
isn't a lock.
I've just realised I have demolition tools. I know we're being stealthy, but at this point I'm starting to think this has taken fucking ages. I want to blow it up.
Oof.
I mean, you can
What,
still.
the safe or the crab?
Safe.
Right.
I mean, we can always resist the consequences of anything. So you can use the demolition tools, and if the consequence of failing is it's really loud, we could resist it to try and
Yeah.
mitigate it somehow.
Didn't you have a thing that you literally just used? And I kind of, this feels a bit meta game.
The potion?
You had it.
The silence potion vial.
Wasn't that made? It made a bubble of silence, basically.
A vial of golden liquid that negates all sound within 10 paces of me for a span of several moments.
And do you only have one of those?
Yeah.
Does mean you've
So
got,
you've
to,
got
be
to
within
be-
10 paces of the explosion.
And yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll roll a wreck if you want to try and you give me the explosives. I'll set them up and try and.
But have you not already used that potion?
It depends how long we want to say that it lasts for until we can set off a
Can
detonation.
you not use more? I mean, have another one.
Well, I mean,
I've only got one.
you
Can I
popped
make
it,
you
you
one?
slid down the stairs, you came down here, you had a chat with these guys, which you wouldn't have been able to physically do if you'd have been suppressing all the sound.
Okay, fair point.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to think if I've got anything else that might be.
can you can't have it again, can you?
I don't think so.
No.
It does
I
say,
mean, it does say 0 load, but I would have thought that you'd have to replenish that kind of stuff. I wouldn't just have an infinite amount
Yeah,
of.
I
you
had
can
some
be
burglary gear.
like massively silent forever.
Yeah.
Like it seems a bit. OP.
did you say you have wrecking?
I have a point in rec? Yeah.
I also have a point in wreck, but I could decide to use fine wrecking tools, which does contain a powerful drill. Could just like screw this and just try and drill the
Yeah,
like
just drill the
unscrew this.
lockout.
just drill the mechanism out.
Yeah, if you want to give that a go.
Or even if it just helps towards the goal, we'll see.
Can I help towards that as well? So you get an extra die?
There's also a spark torch cutter.
Oh, blimey.
So you just through.
I don't know if this is starting a new track.
I've got a really horrible
to be
feeling.
fair, this figuring out the combination is not going to change. The combination will stay the same.
Right.
So you've got that much sus.
I mean, I feel like we have time. Like, no one's going to come down here because they can't get past the giant fucking crab.
I'm just starting to really worry now that you've said about this giant crab that I'm going to open the safe. There'll be nothing in it, and the fucking lockbox is in the crab. So should we blow the crab up?
We're only going to
find.
the only way we're going to find that out is if we open the.
Okay.
I think we
safe.
should just let you keep cracking the safe.
I think.
All right.
Is there something we can do to try and like? Well, you guys can go out the fucking porthole.
You could try and like destroy the
Yeah.
the hull of the ship.
No, just basically a window in it.
Also, if I've got a
Sledgehammer
blowtorch,
is it a wooden ship?
Well, it's a steamship, so
you
Probably
said it was
iron.
wood.
did I say it was wood?
That's what
You
you
said
said.
the racking was
you
wood.
said the racking was wood.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
I imagine.
The hull of the ship would be iron.
Right.
Yeah.
Wood or steel.
We're also getting less stealthy as we're.
Well, yeah, but if we get what we need, we can then blow our way out and leg it.
That's a lot of
Didn't
blue
we
coats.
tell old Mystery Doris Magoo that we would try and stay a bit low key though?
Yeah, but I don't really
We
like
did.
her. So
Also, that may have already gone out the window when the giant crab.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping nothing's gone out the window. So
Well, to be
nothing's
fair,
getting out that
but
window.
then is that from a stealth perspective, they're not going to think, oh, someone's been on the ship. They're going to go, there's a fucking giant crab here making a load of noise. Like, there's a difference there. If they don't know we've been here, that's different to there was a kerfuffle.
Yeah. I'm going to keep going, but
And a giant hole on
just
the
to
side of a
spice
ship
things
kind
up,
of changes that.
spice things up because I've not done one yet. I'm going to do a devil's bargain.
Okay.
You're just like I just.
So
Yeah.
what are you trying to do?
I'm still trying to undo that safe.
So you're going to devil's bargain the
Yeah.
thing, mate. Okay. All right. How do I
Is it
do
quite a
that?
hard one to do a bargain for?
No, I was just. It's hard to come up with a consequence that doesn't completely negate all the progress you've made.
Yeah,
Should I
that's
just
exactly
push
where I
myself
am.
instead? Should I just push myself?
Maybe just push yourself.
You're
Yeah.
going to say if there
'Cause
is
it's not
no
like
devil's
it's a
bargain,
crucial
there is
moment.
no
Yeah,
devil's
I mean,
bargain. It is a talking point. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
like,
Fair enough.
Yeah, push myself. So 2 stress. Yeah.
One stress.
No. Mine says
2 stress.
is it?
It's 2 stress to push. It's 1 to aid.
Yeah. Okay.
So 4 die. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. He's doing it. He's got a 3.
Oof. So no successes. You don't get the next digit of the combination.
No wonder I'm fucking stressed.
You're really struggling with that.
Is there nothing that you guys could be doing productive wise while I'm just
That's
hacking away at this chest?
for me. You guys can leave. I'm going to try and think of a plan of how I can get out of here without dying.
Yeah. Okay.
You've still got the engine room down here that you haven't been
Okay,
in.
I'll
Okay.
explore
Oh,
the-
you could
let's
go
explore
to
the
that.
engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we can make a giant steam bomb.
Okay, well, we'll go look at that then. Yeah.
All right.
We could steam the crab
Delicious.
and
eat
cook it. If we can cook the crab,
Oh, yeah.
because
we could serve it
heat
to
makes
the
all their
sisters.
muscle fibers stiffen up, so it would.
and then
and
we
it
could
wouldn't be
use
able
the
to pincer
crab
me.
shell as a boat.
Could you not just try and lure him into the engine room where it'll be hot
It's
as
too
fuck
big
anyway?
to come down the stairs.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
point is, I need to get up the stairs and out of the hold, which is up a ladder or
Up a-
something, I assume.
I don't know. What would there be? Maybe a net?
Yeah.
Cargo net? to
Who's a
climb
net?
up?
Jeanette's
Yeah,
back.
she's there. Well, no, I suppose that would have been smashed up by everything's been
But there's
fucking
normally a
ruined, isn't it?
door into the cargo room from elsewhere as well, into like the hold.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't expect everyone to just jump in.
Yeah, there should be a set of stairs down somewhere. Maybe there's a hatch.
Yeah,
But maybe it's like further forward on the front of the ship and you were coming from the back. So you
yeah.
didn't see it.
Because I was otherwise
Yeah.
indisposed.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So how the fuck would I get out of that?
So you want to investigate the engine room?
Yeah, we'll investigate the engine.
Okay.
We'll do that.
So you head to the engine room. You open the door. It's a fucking great engine in there, in a room.
I wasn't expecting that.
I'm confused.
I'm stumped. But I closed the door.
So you open the door to the engine room. It's a small corridor that obviously runs past the freezer, and then the engine room is like right at the back of the ship.
I'm just concerned about who designed the ship that would put such a hot device next to the freezer.
Well, all the ghosts that are pumping, they're drawing in the cold, and it's pumping hot
Don't
out
help
the
it.
other end, and then
Yeah.
the hot is going
Makes
into
sense.
the engine room to help make steam to make the steamship go.
It's literally a genius design because it powers itself.
Honestly, the world just builds
It was
itself.
essentially the first electric car. That
I don't think that the steam engine is actually connected to a propeller of sorts. I think just the tension between that hot and the cold ghost somehow makes it
Like wobbling forward.
It's like a little putt-putt boat, isn't it?
Maybe there's a way out past the engine down to where the propellers are, because the ship's docked, but there'd be propellers, so there'd be a way to get. So maybe I can get down through there and have
Like
to
a
swim
service
out.
hatch
I
type
wouldn't
thing.
swim in that water, but you do you.
Well, it's either that or get eaten by a giant crab, mate.
I think there's not giant crabs in that water.
Well, you could bring the boat round.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
and also
Like, bro, you don't need to leave me there.
Or we'll like, paddle around in a giant crab shell, and you're just like, what happened?
Like,
night.
crab was easy, mate. I don't know.
Absolutely smashed it.
Right, so we're in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's a big engine in the center of the room. There's workbenches. There's tools for maintaining all the mechanics of the ship as well.
Jules feel like getting a safe open.
Potentially,
Okay.
yeah. There's some like sledgehammers and big shit like that. There's cutting tools. There's welding equipment. You could absolutely get in the safe with any of that.
Welding equipment.
Yeah.
But we want to make it look like we haven't been
True.
here.
Okay.
Mm.
I
There's
think the main
a-
thing is cracking through this combination.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're really delaying that, and we're going to be here till midnight.
There's there's a service hatch
Okay.
in the bottom of the floor, which you open up and you can see the propeller shafts.
Okay. So there's a way out for me.
That's good. That's what we need.
Yeah, you'll
So,
fit through there.
we
It's
know
going to
that
be a
there's some-
squeeze for you, but you will fit.
Okay.
And we know there's some more tools and stuff if we do get stuck for any other
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
But you can bring the boat around to the propellers. The ship's off, so we're not going to get minced. And then I can get out and we can fuck off. Off we pop.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, Mr. Graves.
I'm going for it.
I'm going to aid him because I've got finesse as well, so I'll take a stress. Have another dice.
Could you pass me one of the big ones? I think I'm cursed on the little one. Thanks.
Cursed by the bones.
Cursed by the bones. 5.
5 in there.
Okay. I'm going to say, because, like you say, otherwise we're going to be here till fucking midnight. You managed to get it.
Yay.
You managed to get the last digits of the safe.
Let me guess, it was 666.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't start there.
I've got
The
it right here.
spookiest numbers. So yeah, after some time, and after these two get back from looking in the engine room, that obviously they were just distracting you. So you just needed them to get away, and you've like tick, 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 tick. You open up the door to the safe, and on the bottom shelf there's some money and some gold bullion, and on the next shelf up there is a lockbox, an
Yeah.
ornate lockbox, probably about the size of my laptop.
Love it.
Yeah.
So all the golden shit goes straight in my pocket,
Well, it's quite heavy.
I'm right there as well. I'm not,
and I'm like, no,
he's a rum old boy.
no. I guess do we just try and like just get it all and leave ASAP and look through it, or
yeah,
do
we
we
need
want
to
to
get
check
out
it's the right thing first?
Well, we weren't supposed to look in it.
Yeah, we're just following the brief. They said not like lockbox. We've got
Right,
an ornate
yeah.
lockbox. That's the wrong one. You'll know it when you see it.
It's the only one we've seen as well, so
Yeah.
our chances are high.
It is. It looks arcane. It looks ancient. It's obviously like.
Can
The fact it's in this safe that's taken me like an hour to get into as well.
Could I roll in a tune just to see if I'm getting the vibe off it that it is what it is, what we're out here for?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Can it talk? Because
6.
I could ask it.
Damn. You start to you attune. You hold the lockbox and you
I get those chicken bones.
You get those chicken bones. And you summon a really angry ghost
Really
of a
starts
kangaroo chicken.
pecking at me.
Yeah, you hold the lockbox and you feel. See if you get a spooky magic vibe off it. You get the inverse, which almost freaks you out even more because everything has some sort of residual magic to it. This feels like it has negative magic.
Oh.
Like it sucks magic out.
Almost, yeah.
That's bad. That's the big suck magic.
So you're like, oh, okay, well, this is probably the thing because
Okay.
that's fucking weird. It's not magic, but
Well,
it's
I'll
fucking weird.
inform the rest of the crew this, and I guess one of us can go out through the window, the other can pass it. We can get the boat round, and you can.
Yeah, make sure to take the ropes down as well.
Yeah.
Close and lock the safe again.
Yeah.
and then there should be no evidence that we've actually been here. No one's seen us.
No.
There's just been noise from if they go down below the deck.
The crab,
it's a giant fucking crab.
They are probably currently drawing straws to see who needs to fucking open the door to the hold and look at the crab. So
I think we've managed to nail this.
Yeah.
I think you've done it. Yeah.
Also, avoiding the combat with the crab is probably the best move.
Yeah, I'd rather
100%,
I'd
yeah.
rather not.
I would absolutely have loved if you come up with some sort of creative way of killing the crab, but you don't need to.
I mean,
I was thinking kicking it on top of the output of the steam.
Yeah.
like
Steam
cooking the crab. Yeah. Other than that, I'm like, I would have got out
But this isn't delicious.
my
by now.
demolition tools. Yeah. Otherwise, demolition tools. We would just try to blow it up. But okay, so yeah, we slip on the boat. We take the ropes down and we glide.
So you're getting out. You're going to swim out.
We're going to be there
The
to
bottom.
meet him.
Yeah.
I get that there's probably some steps involved.
The thing is, it's not that unsafe because of inside the ghost wall, but at the same time, I'm going to roll a fortune roll and just see if you have a bad time.
It doesn't sound like something I'd want to do.
Oh, you've had a very bad time.
Oh,
What?
good.
Hang on. What you roll? What would you roll for this? Prowess?
Yeah, it'd probably be a proud to try and sneak swim like silently back out.
So 2, 3.
3. Okay.
Okay. Do you know what? Just because it's funny, because I've just rolled 3 ones, you get accosted by a 3-eyed snake.
I'll resist that.
Okay, please.
Would you say that's from detection or security measures?
Well, so let's say detection, because I mean, the
cool.
sea snakes feel by like.
Well, it's got 3
vibration,
eyes.
doesn't
I'll expend.
Yeah, none of them will work.
Oh.
They're all
I'll
vestigial.
expend my special armor because that's the ability I've taken of shadow. Or you may expend your special armor to resist a consequence from detection or security measures, or to push yourself for a feat of athletics or stealth.
I mean, it's that.
It's that, and if I can find where the exact wording of that actually is. When you use this ability, tick the special armor box on your playbook sheet. If you resist a consequence of the appropriate type, you avoid it completely. If you use this ability to push yourself, you don't take the 2 stress. So I'll just be stealthy as a shadow.
Mm-hmm. You just like you go rigid,
Yeah, I'll hold my breath and go rigid and just sink like a
and the
brick.
snake like
That's
sort of
where it
like
gets it from.
brushes over your face, but then swims off again. Yeah. And then you get picked up into the boat and you roll off into the
Wrong
moonset.
mouse. Wrong mouse.
Thanks. You're the wrong mouse.
Yeah, but I just thought you were hovering over like
You.
closed OBS.
Oh god. Nope. You get back to your hideout with the lockbox. Did you take any other stuff out of the safe?
Yeah, I definitely put it all in my pockets.
All of it?
Yeah.
The gold bullion and the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's going to be consequences to that.
That's going to be cursed. or something.
Okay.
Well,
Did you-
I don't want to go back on myself. I did say it initially.
Yeah,
so
fair. And, you know,
Yeah,
money's
that's fair.
fun.
we're poor. We need.
So
I'm just
the-
thinking we want money.
Are you going to do anything before the pickup, or do you?
Well, we
need
can
to
put the
wanna
ghost
prepare?
ship in a jar on the shelf.
Yeah, like in Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you do all the
Thieves
things,
Guild.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you get the things from each thing. Oh, yeah, we've got one on
That's
the
our
map.
little. That's our little.
Oh, that's our
trophy.
souvenir
nice.
from that
Yeah, I like
job.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
One from each job.
Excellent. Yeah, just build up your own case.
I love
against
the
it.
idea that in future you might risk everything just to get the souvenir.
No one said I was a smart man.
So the raven-haired junior executive returns with with a big hefty sack of coin.
And orbs.
Cool.
I see you managed to pull it off.
Like I
Giggity.
said, we're the best at what we do. I didn't say that before. I'm saying it now.
And you absolutely didn't, and
Like
I'm
I meant to
100%
say.
certain that's not the case. But I appreciate that you have, I trust, secured the lockbox.
We've
It
secured
depends.
a lockbox.
We've secured the lockbox.
May I see it?
Well, may we see the payment?
Yeah.
Give us the orb.
The orb is at my discretion. She hands you a sack of coin.
We want to see it though. What if the orb is a lie?
She pulls out
She's not lying. I
an
can tell.
empty,
Okay,
to be
empty
fair,
spokeable.
the orb
I
was
know
on,
she's not lying,
on
that's
that
fine.
if we were not seen doing the job.
which I do not believe we were.
Did anybody see us? Anything hit the papers?
I haven't heard a thing.
In the last 2 hours, has there been a newspaper printed?
No, this is why she left it a day.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forgot how much time had passed.
And are you going to send someone to put a lock on our door?
That was what the coin was for. There's enough in there for a padlock. They're like $250 from a hardware store. What's matter with
250 what?
250 gold.
That's a lot. This place don't cost. Okay.
That's 250 more than we've ever earned.
Yeah, we actually can't hold that much coin.
Oh, can you not?
In the lair, so we'd have to split some out between us as well.
I thought that's what we did last time.
Yeah, so there's enough room for 4 coin in our thing, unless you get a vault. It's one of the upgrades.
Right, okay.
So I'll take 3 each, yeah?
So
And then put 1 in the lair.
well, 3 each would be it.
You have serendipitously stumbled into this score, to be fair.
Yeah, so 3 each, I guess. Yeah.
Where do we put that on the
There's
top
a little
right?
coin top right. And you can have your ghost orb, I guess.
Oh, yeah, ghost orb.
Grab yourself a little ghost orb there, mate.
Ghost.
Yeah, I
orb.
present the lockbox.
Okay, and what does she give us? Any parting information? Oh, yeah, that. Can we find out what it is? Can you tell us?
I haven't got a bloody clue.
She's lying.
Is she?
She is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She knows full well that the lockbox itself is part of. I can't remember what it was called. The flaming circle are looking for a group of artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get all of them. That's their goal.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a podcast of
The
ours.
eye of Vecna, the hand of
The
Vecna.
Horcruxes.
Yeah. The lockboxes were developed to prevent their power being detectable.
So that's why
That's
it's
why
like
they're anti-magic.
Right, okay.
So-
and now that we're on such good terms
On the books.
as compatriots, we're on the books. What's your name?
What's your name and where do you come from?
I am only on first name terms with my friends, and I don't have any.
An
So-
alias would be fine.
You
We'll
do
be your mate.
surprise me.
We'll be
You
your
can-
mates.
You may call me Butterfly.
Okay, but what's your name?
Yeah.
'Cause
That's a shit. No.
Dimmer Sisters contact.
Butterfly. Brackets lol.
Butterfly.
Bit of lol.
Okay.
Lovely jubbly.
I've never had a code name before. How exciting.
Lovely work.
And you can tell everyone we're the rum old boys.
Not the old rum boys.
The old bum boys, yeah. Got it?
Damn it.
The rumbly tumbly
Please.
boys.
The rough and tumble chat.
So, does that count as a completed heist?
That is a completed
Excellent.
heist.
And
You've
how-
pulled that
Yay.
one off.
We've pulled off our heist.
And you almost didn't get eaten by a crowd.
So, what happens? That we get a reputation?
You
there's-
get
yeah.
all sorts of shit at the end
Okay.
at the end of the heist.
Let's do some bits.
Where's this advancement?
So are we keeping hold of these sheets in case we ever continue this?
I
If
would
I'd like
like-
that.
I'd
like
love to
this.
play this again.
I'll
Yeah.
keep.
Fucking
If we
love it.
keep them all here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
if we don't do it again until next year, then
I would like to do it before then.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could do.
We get crew
Yeah.
stuff and we get character stuff separately as well.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, because obviously, like we progressed the crew, so if one of us
Yeah,
dies,
yeah.
it takes a new character.
So, did you make a desperate action roll?
you
Yes.
did, yeah,
We all
Yes,
did,
you
'cause
did.
yeah.
I don't think
Um,
I did.
Oh, I
Technically,
didn't-
we
I
did a group
assisted.
action where they
Oh.
were desperate as well.
Does that count?
I don't know.
When you roll in a group action that's desperate, you also mark XP. There you go.
Which I think we did anyway, didn't
So
we? 'Cause it was
where's
the
that?
prowess one.
Oh yeah, we did.
That
Oh,
was-
okay, cool,
we
yeah.
Oh
did
yeah,
that.
we have
did
put that.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the session, review the XP triggers on your character sheet.
Okay.
For each one, mark 1 XP if it happened at all, or mark 2 XP if it happened a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So every time, for me, I've got every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute, which
Mhm.
at the end of each system for each item below, mark 1 XP.
I think it's because each person gets ones for specific stuff in your playbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for each of these 3 things, you get one that you can put in your playbook, which levels up to give you like abilities, or you can put it into your attributes to try and level them up.
Okay, yeah.
And they are different.
And they're different for each of us. So for mine, would you say that? Would I say I addressed a challenge with stealth or evasion?
Of course.
Yes.
One for if I did it. 2 if I did it a lot.
You did
I'd
it
like
a lot,
to say
so
I
you
did
can
it
have
a
2.
lot.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think you use prowl for damn near everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was a sneaky boy. I'm going to put 2
So
in my
sneaky boy.
prowess track. Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I have that same one.
No.
And
Not
I don't
really,
think so.
no.
Other than maybe when I was trying to intimidate the guy because I was a big scary military man. But
Yeah.
like vague.
Yeah,
But I'm
I'd
fine if
say-
you don't give me that.
Yeah, no, that's probably not that one.
And did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during
Yeah,
the session?
same.
We don't have any.
Mine's
No,
the same.
I've
My
worked
top-
that, so
I wonder if my top one is relevant. Addressed a challenge with deception or influence. Did I do that?
did
at
you
any
do
point?
that?
Yeah, he got the information from the guy, didn't he?
Information was that? Oh yeah, yeah.
When I did the
influence as a
clipboard
category.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you did then.
Yeah, and for me, mine was you addressed a challenge with technical skill or mayhem.
Mayhem.
Technical skill.
I was always trying to tinker with stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I'd say so. You did the bone tinkering.
So where does that XP go from that?
So you can choose to put it in your playbook or in one of your attribute-like tracks.
Okay, could you remind me what the playbook would do?
So the playbook, I believe, when you fill that up, you get to pick another ability from your playbook.
Yeah.
Oh.
so I'm gonna stick with the prowess because I've already got a point there. I'm gonna try and get that full. I think. Would you say I did that 1 or 2? Or I did that a lot for the tinkering or the technical skill or mayhem.
I feel like that was most of what you did.
I think that was most of what you
Okay,
did. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, so I'd say 2.
And then there's So you expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I feel like none of us really went into
I kind of went into my background a bit with a ship, but not deeply. And I also went down to the dock to try and the mess room and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true. You
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you did definitely.
I think
engage with
maybe
that, so
1 there.
One for
Yeah.
that.
2,
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try and get this. Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good. Yep. What was the last one? Oh, you struggle with issues with your vice or
Same,
trauma.
Which,
So,
yeah,
so-
vice
We
and
haven't got
trauma,
there
we
yet,
haven't,
no.
we haven't
No,
done.
fair enough.
No.
It's a bit early doors for that, isn't it?
Crew advancement.
I don't know. Did I struggle with issues from my vice when I summoned an angry ghost?
Is your
What was
vice
your
playing
vice?
with
What is
bones?
my vice again?
I think you went weird, didn't you, actually?
Being
I
weird.
can't not play with the bones. That's,
Well, I mean, yeah, you kind of did then, yeah, because you nearly fucking summoned a ghost that was going to kill everybody. So
that's accidentally gone quite well for me.
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a lot of XP.
Cool.
So
actually, wasn't that desperate? Wasn't that a desperate
Um,
roll?
I didn't do any desperates.
I think that was gathering information, wasn't it?
I did some aids.
No, when you summoned the ghost, was that not desperate?
Oh,
I did deal with the
Yeah.
devil. Was that
No,
the
I'm
same
pretty sure
thing?
that one of the ghost ones was desperate because he said it was going to be an issue if it went bad. So that would be a resolve
Yeah.
XP
Okay,
that you get. Yeah.
Christ.
Um,
Popping off, boy.
the crew.
Bloody cool and mental.
One for if we did it, 2 if it occurred multiple times. Execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation.
100%, yes.
Yeah, we did that.
We
Very
did that.
successful.
Hell yeah.
We did a theft.
Did we contend with challenges above our current station?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Because we're no one.
Everything's above
we
your
left
station.
the house.
Did we bolster our crew's reputation
Oh.
or develop a new one?
I think you did do that. Yeah.
We're difficult.
People don't
We're
know our
rough.
names
Difficult, but
still.
get it done.
Did we express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew? Did
How
we,
would you describe that? How would you define
Did
that?
we express being rum old boys? Because that is the essential nature of our
You
crew.
absolutely did. Yeah.
That
Oh, we're
is the
smashing
answer
it.
we were looking for.
Cool. And then it's heat, downtime, entanglements,
Well, the heat's going to be very minimal.
because no
Well,
one
yeah,
knows
we-
we did
we
it.
didn't
Which
get-
also
Yeah.
means we're probably not going to get any notoriety. From it.
Exactly.
But people, that's great because that fits with people never learning our name for a bit.
So, successful score generates both rep and coin. The crew earns 2 rep per score by default.
Okay, well,
If
we
the
did
target of
that.
the score is higher than you, take +1 per tier higher.
What tier were they?
Well, to be fair, I would say one tier higher.
Cool.
The ship itself.
Yeah.
If you keep the operation completely quiet or oh, huh?
Do you want to read it?
If you keep the operation completely quiet, so no one knows about it, you earn 0 rep.
That's if you we stole something with off our own backs, I guess. And
Yeah.
literally no one knows that we stole it.
Oh, I
Someone
see.
we were working for
right,
did know
okay.
about it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. So yeah,
Yeah.
as
we'll ignore
intended.
that. You then earn coin based on the nature of the operation and or any loot they seized. So
how much was the bullion that he seized?
well, to be fair,
Do you want to review that?
because if we say because I've now got guidelines for it that I didn't realise there was. If we count the bullion and the money you took, we'll make that the 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
fair.
that includes your reward because that's a big score, serious loot,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, yeah.
a safe full of fucking gold bullion would be.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
So we should get a lock on that door.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe a separate, smaller room with a lock on it to put it in, like a safe. I think they call it.
Yeah.
We could have brought one of them back.
It sinks our canoe instantly.
Ask the GM if there's a boss that you should be paying. Subtract coin equal to your crew tier +1. So there is the
dockers.
the dockers that you're paying off to be where you are.
Yeah, I'll pay them 1 coin out of my pocket for that.
Cool.
Well, this is why
He's a
Top
good
man,
boss.
That's why he's in charge. Yeah.
he's a Rumble boy, honestly.
Here's a Rummel boss.
I'm not sure if we're using that meaning good and bad.
Yeah, well, you can. It's fine.
It's a very versatile
It's all
word.
about context, how you say it.
And that's it. That's your payoff. Heat. The city is full of prying eyes and informants. Anything you do might be witnessed, and there's always evidence left behind. To reflect this, your crew acquires heat as they commit crimes. After a score or conflict with an opponent, your crew takes heat according to the nature of the operation. That's going to be 0 heat. Smooth and quiet, low exposure.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's the only thing you tangled with
We are
was the crab,
cucumber.
and he's not bothered about it.
Yeah, is he though? We might.
Is he going to be my boss now?
I mean, the only issue is, if you want to call it an issue, is that the crab is still on the boat.
Yeah.
I
in
feel
the
that is
city.
an issue. It's just
But it's not our issue. Yeah.
We've just set up a cliffhanger for the next time I'm here, really, with the crab.
Yeah,
I feel like that was quite a fun and straightforward to understand mission, just to kind of like learn the game.
I really think as a terms of like a game to play and stream and stuff, it is like deep enough to be interesting,
Yeah,
but easy
definitely.
enough to pick up that it's not like, hold on, let's crunch numbers for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to can I do this? Yes, roll
Yeah.
1 to whatever dice.
Can I slide through the giant crab's legs down those stairs?
Yeah.
Yes, roll some dice. It's just like, oh, yeah.
Big fan. Want to play more of this. honestly.
Absolutely. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Entanglements?
Roll dice to find out which entanglement comes calling. An entanglement might be a rival crew looking to throw their weight around and demand some coin, an investigator of the city watch making a case against your crew, or even the attention of a vengeful ghost.
A ghost.
Ghost.
From the list below. Find the column that
many
matches the
syllables?
crew's current heat. 0 to 3.
It's like at least 4.
Ghost.
Then roll a number of dice equal to their wanted level. What's your wanted level?
0.
Naught.
So there's no entanglement. Oh, if wanted level is 0, roll 2 dice and keep the lowest. So 6.
Jeez.
Cooperation.
Doesn't sound very entangling. I like
A +3 status faction asks you for a favour. Agree to do it or forfeit 1 rep per tier of the friendly faction or lose 1 status with them. If you don't have a +3 faction status, you avoid entanglements right now.
Okay, well we don't.
We don't.
So cool.
We're the Rumble boys.
Because they're like, we should get someone to do this, but they don't exist.
Yeah.
By the way, in my head, every time I say we're the Rumble boys, like a title sequence runs.
Yeah.
It's like 20
We're
seconds.
the Rummel boys.
We're the Ramo boys.
That's it. That's the only one. And it's
Oh, amazing.
80s style, like, just
Oh.
bad
Really
cop
sepia
show.
tone.
Life on Mars.
There
yeah.
is-
The Life on Mars
There is
intro.
a thing of what the monetary values mean for coin.
Okay.
1 coin, a full purse of silver pieces, a week's wages.
Oh,
2 coin, a fine weapon, a weekly income for a small business, a fine piece of art, or a set of luxury clothes. 4 coin is a satchel full of silver, a month's wages. 6 is an exquisite jewel, a heavy burden of silver
you
pieces.
fucked this, didn't you?
8
Giving us too
coin
much
is
money.
a good monthly take for a small business, a small safe full of coins and valuables, a very rare luxury commodity. 10 is liquidating a significant asset, a carriage and goats, a horse, a deed to a small property. More than 4 coin is an impractical amount to keep lying around. You must spend the excess or put it in your stash. A crew can also store 4 coin in their lair by default, unless they upgrade to evolve. I don't know, because 8 coins is a good monthly take or a small safe full of coins and valuables, which is
You've
what
got
we
a large
stole.
safe full of gold.
And then
yeah.
we got paid 1 for the job.
Yeah.
So you're saying we
And we had
don't
to pay
need to
one of
work for another month?
Basically, yeah, I suppose it would be like we're trying to run a legit business.
Yeah, your next score could be fairly low impact because you're not trying to do it for coin. You could just do.
Yeah.
It could be like
one for
get
rep.
your name out on the streets and get you some rep up.
Yeah. You can afford to take an L, I suppose.
Yeah, we've sort of
Surprised we
bought
didn't have
ourselves
to.
a couple of like promotional jobs, I guess,
Yeah.
to prove
Yeah.
ourselves.
Or you could even just be like, "Oh shit, we're suddenly rich," and go and blow it all on cocaine and hookers, and then be back to square one.
mushrooms and ink.
And with that, we're the Romo boys.
And with
We're
that,
the Ramo boys.
We're the Ramo boys.
That's it. That's how long the intro is.
So are we?
I think that's
Do you
a
want me to
wrap.
sign this off, or should I just fucking suck it?
Well, there's a few people that have been lurking and enjoying it, so thanks for that.
Thanks everyone that's
We're
lurking and
I'm
enjoying
going to
this.
see if I can cut that into like a special podcast episode. Maybe
Absolutely.
a couple of, probably two, 3 in there.
couple of 2, 3, I reckon.
Yeah,
three.
sling it
Well, is
into
it
a
at
couple of
least
3
2
bits, innit?
because we did it in 2 halves. So
Yeah, I feel like this second half was almost twice as long though. So
no, it was
She
an
said.
hour and a half.
this was an hour. We've been running an hour. Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Recording's been going for an hour and a half.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
That was fun.
That was
Very good.
Fun. Very fun indeed.
You
I
probably
enjoyed
stopped
that.
the recording. Yeah.
All right, stop the recording.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks everyone.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Hope you enjoyed, or possibly just fell asleep.
And
'cause that
obviously,
was-
if you didn't enjoy, you can fucking suck it.